All right, all right, all right. What's up, folks? What's happening? What's happening, man? Let me talk about weirdness. Let me talk about the weirdness, man. And this is becoming more and more of I believe it's going to become more and more of a common situation in relationships. And this is a word to where there's dominatrix shit, domineering things that take place within relationships to where a woman has these demands. And a lot of these dudes are just sideline spectators into these erotic fantasies that these women want to take place and enjoy these pleasures. And it's a common thing within the households of like the fool love to come here, Mark Summers, and love to speak on, situations involving people outside the community come from and ignoring what goes on within the households of, his family. And it's become more and more of a situation where there's going to be more and more Adam 22s of the world involved in marriages to where they women demand being knocked down while these weird mother effers sit there and watch it. And this is a textbook case of emasculation that takes place in front of the world. And this is a popular platform. There's going to be other young dudes that sit here and look for love for them to become the male Adam 22s in their relationships. And this is some sick minded shit. And then with the way in which Lena has emasculated the hell out of Adam 22, Adam 22 finds a resurgence in his manhood by going around black gang members. And then all is forgiven, and even in his mind is repaired with going around black gang members who have accepted this to where Adam 22 has a high regard and high order amongst these dudes. But in that household, he is nothing but a financial simp for a I wouldn't even know what to call her, a cum dumping slut who has this erogenous shit and where her fantastic voyages involve her wanting to be smutted out by black dudes. And she has this white dude emasculated like a motherfucker. Says she gonna have this fool sit in the corner in a little chair and watch Blueface slut her out. Is some way out shit. And it been one thing from when she first brought it. I know that fool be uncomfortable. He loved this broad. This broad and put a spaghetti spell on this fool. This fool can't break and wake the fuck up from being the weird ass chump that he is. That when she first let a damn black Willie go into whacking her little motherfucking pie hole, Adam 22 was hurt. Adam 22 was hurt when old boy ran through her. And then she been doing other little videos with the same dude and pumped her out. And then she been doing other shit because I've been saying this shit was gonna happen before she even did that. With it, because I never knew much about Adam 22. Except for when T-Rail Norm was on there and then they was talking about the fool do this porn shit. Then I seen the chick. And then I was like, man, it's gonna be one. I think I said it shit on live where she gonna end up letting a black dude knock her down. Because all he did was wake her fantasies because he always wanted to do black shit, want to live in black spaces, dive into black cultural things, even the most degrading side of us, that he's gonna bring that around that chick. And this is the thing when you deal with a lot of Beckys. Anytime they're in the surroundings or in the spaces of other black dudes, those fantasies begin to awake with them. And the fact that, like I always say, I even say with the Trumps and all them about how they can't satisfy their women. They women ain't getting enough plumbing put up in them from these dudes that they marry. And these women love to fulfill these fantasies, especially if they got one that they done been able to master the manipulation of their mind and breaking them down to where they no longer dudes. There ain't no telling. She probably have Adam22 in panties at that motherfucking house. And it was going to happen. And when she did it, that fool looked mad. I think he even got on there live talking about what it was like after old boy done opened her motherfucking up. That nigga was hurt. And then the fact she keep fucking that dude. And now Blueface, who is also a sucker, because Blueface do this shit over the one chick that he got a kid with. Not the Krishan chick, but it's another chick he got a kid with. And she went on the show with Adam and his chick. And I guess this fool was looking like she gonna be the next one in one of his little flipathons. And so Blueface, being in love with his baby mama still, was like, I'm gonna fuck your girl too, Adam22, because Adam22, they mastered. But his approach wasn't threatening to Adam22. It wasn't like, nigga, on the dead homies. Now you better not touch my baby mama, all that shit. It's Adam22, sir. If you dare touch my baby mama, sir, I'm going to stick it into your girl too. So you better make a smart move there, sir. That's the way he approached Adam22. Now Adam22 was Tyrone 23. That nigga, man, on dead homies, cuz nigga, schoolyard crip, nigga. But I'll smoke you, cuz, and this and that. But when it's Adam22, these old motherfucking emasculated to the white man as Negroes bow down, tuck they nut fucking tail, and sir, please just spare me this one. Please spare me embarrassment. I already got a baby with this crazy bitch, Krishan, and I love my baby mama. I never let it go. Niggas turn them old corrupt ass niggas. And then salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to Brandon Washington, nephew CJ in the building, Jashawn in the building. Salute to those in the background. But I want to play this video, man, and seeing this sucker Adam22. And the fact he's sitting there listening to this chick in here rolling her neck. She been getting fucked by so many black dudes that she's slowly picking up with what she think how black women act. She in there doing her neck rolling shit and talking about you got 2 weeks and you got to get a test. I'm like, God damn. So he accepted because the bitch go make motherfuckers get AIDS tested shit. And then get to run through it and then justify this shit. This nigga's a hoe. And then Adam22 regains his goddamn his standing of manhood by going around black Negroes in gangs who overlooked that shit. Adam22, you know, issues out a little bit of money to these niggas, and it's all good. We accept you, Master Adam. And then Aaron Parker in the building says, what to do? So, bro, talking about this weird motherfucking no jumper dude. The weirdness of no jumper. And then the weirdness of Blueface. Up here begging Adam not to smash his baby mother. Who gives a fuck? These fools are suckers, man. The world is it's like a suckathon going on when looking at this shit. This fool, man, I wouldn't give a fuck if a motherfucker did put my fucking any ex chick I fuck with, kids, mom, ex-wife, any type of shit. Motherfucker ain't got nothing to do with me. This nigga in here crying for Adam22 not to smash her and being very respectful. Usually I hear when any of these type of these Blueface type Negroes go at it with other black folks and have disagreements, they aren't this kind of respectful in their way of telling someone not to do something to shame them. Please, Master Adam, do not shame me. But let me play this video. This shit is despicable shit when you look at this shit. Very, very despicable shit.
I saw your little video. At first, I wasn't down. Normally, I work with well-endowed, well-hung professionals, and
she said, "Fuck it." This nigga sitting right next to her. Right next to her, she talking about who she worked with, being like she into the black space of getting knocked down by well-hung dudes. And look at this motherfucker Adam22, like her bitch. And he don't never want to let her go. He will share her, but never let her, man, come on, man. I ain't never seen no weird shit like this in my life.
Well-endowed, well-hung professionals, and you haven't really proven yourself.
That's how you look over at her. That shit hurt him.
But after a long conversation with my husband here,
a long conversation. So she was begging this nigga, please. She was gonna do it regardless. But she was telling this nigga, you better get over this shit. You angry. He probably sitting in there pouting, kicking over shit, upset. So she had a long conversation. She would not take no as an answer. And so now Blueface has the opportunity to fuck this fool wife. And the only reason why Blueface gonna turn this down, because if Blueface do it, it will probably hurt his the kid's mother that he's with, or that he got the kid with, to where she will be hurt, and then she'll go back and allow them to fuck her. I mean, these some degenerate ass people, man. And kids supposed to be following these type of motherfuckers as role models. You gotta be kidding me. Let this.
I've decided that I'm willing to make an exception. You have 2 weeks.
So she said she had this long talk. It wasn't no agreement, so she's the one that decided.
But after a long conversation with my husband here, I've decided that I'm willing to make an exception.
Then, like he said, yes, she decided to do this shit. Adam's a hoe. Adam22 is a straight up hoe.
You have 2 weeks. That should be enough time to get tested, to get your stamina up, to just get all around prepared. I want you shot.
She like, get ready to pound this shit out. He want her brains fucked in. Oh my God. She tell this motherfucker, get everything. Get the Viagra, get the goddamn Ostarine, all type of steroids. She want her shit bad. Because guess who can't do it? Adam22.
Howard. You, me, a cameraman, and my husband sitting in a little chair in the corner watching us. Let's go.
Man, what kind of weak shit?
Adam, I will fuck your wife, nigga.
This what made her say this shit. This video.
I will fuck your wife, nigga. On camera. We can film it. For sure. I get my percentage. You know what I mean?
Look how nice
but it's just me and your wife. No other dicks. I don't want to see a little pink dick, man. I don't want to. Come on, man.
Look how weak this little weird ass black motherfucker talking. See, Adam22 a bitch to this white woman. Go around these old new age black game banging motherfuckers, and he regains his standing of being the grand wizard master of uneducated, slow Negroes who overlook the fact that Adam is a homo, a cuck, a sucker, a weakling, an emasculated piece of shit. But in these black spaces of degeneracy, he regains his standing of being a man, being top dog amongst these other motherfuckers. Shit is weird. But here's Blueface and his response after leaning the plug. So this last video with Blueface is her responding. What her responses and reaction to. I don't know. This video should have been first, but here go his.
Saw your little video, and I think you look too motherfucking happy that Adam said you could fuck.
Adam may say shit.
Dead homies.
Said she gonna do this shit.
And Adam looks very not like he's just trying to fulfill your fantasies. You know what I mean? I could tell that whatever conversation y'all had, you did a lot of persuading. And Adam just got to the point where he's just like, man, my wife wants to fuck Blueface. I might so I'm gonna think for my homie and politely decline.
He know better than
step on. Don't press me for no dick or dead homies. Like, you only got 2 strikes. You feel me? That was strike 1. You done pressed me.
Look, he know not to cross the line.
To where I gotta decline a pussy on that, but I can't fuck you with this big white nigga in the corner watching us fuck. That's like,
man, Adam weird as fuck to even sit in the corner and do that shit. Any dudes, man, I hope it ain't none of you motherfuckers that watch or listen to this shit that has ever sat there and watched your bitch get fucked by another motherfucker on y'all P. Diddy shit. I pray to God, none of y'all done that shit. I wouldn't even be able to fuck a bitch in front of her fucking dude. Like, hell no. fuck no. That is crazy. Motherfucker just sitting there looking like, man, get the fuck out of here. And the Velocity Cuss says, I done flip bitches and all that shit, but ain't no you sitting in no corner watching and all that shit, or the motherfucker with a bitch sitting there watching this bitch. That shit is way the fuck out. Velocity Cuss says, I put more hot dog in these bitches' buns, says, than hot dogs ever been in a bitch bun. Says, happy Monkey Tuesday, man. And then the mirror in the building, they're rolling. And then and the Velocity Cuss says, Cuck22 says, desperately trying to be relevant. Shake my head. Man, that shit don't make that fool relevant, man. I guess in this weird ass new age motherfuckers live in, I guess he relevant because that's how new age relationships gonna be. Because these chicks is dominating these dudes. These chicks dominating the fuck out of dudes nowadays. Shit is crazy. So the Adam22 shit is gonna be a common thing. That shit gonna be common as hell. Fools out there lending out their bras. Like I said, an old bitch I used to fuck with. When I start talking, I ain't talked to her in like, it was like years, maybe like 8 years or some shit went by. And she hit me out the blue and back on when this is my little cold little thing. And this bitch is in a relationship and talking about her dude was cool with watching her get fucked. Like, I'm like, hell no. Nah. I'm like, I don't get down like that. Like, fuck no. Mirror says this is some foul shit, man. It's some Adam22 shit. But in the world with new age Negroes, they accept Adam22. And then Pittsburgh T says, now Adam22 was black. Them same Negroes who accept them will probably put hands on Adam22. But these dudes have been so programmed into their what is that, suppression of, you know, what is common with them of being violent towards what looks like them. They suppress that shit when it comes out being an Adam22. And then Pittsburgh T says, why he want to fuck that cum bucket? Says anyway, says she's a definite positive STD test. Nah, that bitch probably definitely, what you gonna find with a lot of them chicks who do that kind of work is that who get themselves tested and other people out there tested with them, they're more than likely not gonna catch shit. That motherfucking shit between her legs is a moneymaker. So nah, it ain't no thing. And see, that's a misconception. I think just because she do this line of work don't mean she's a walking STDs. They can be motherfuckers who are in relationships and couples who walk around and carry more sexually transmitted diseases than chicks coming out of porn disease. So no, I don't agree with that. Just because she did that line of work, she testing and all that other shit. So that's a misconception with people. I just think a motherfucker is a fool to want to marry a chick that does that shit. The fuck you gonna marry a porn star for? And then it was one thing to where it was like this fool, I think he was, because she and the chicks. So it was him fucking around with her and other chicks. And then that shit then turned into her letting black dudes smash her. And now she done fucking found a whole new lane because that's an enjoyment she probably hadn't experienced since high school and shit, when her family probably found out I was gonna cut her off. And then she gets with the sucker Adam22 who treated her like new virginity, and then married her, had a kid with her, and then now she back on this black trip and getting ran through. She sat there next to Adam22 talking about trying to like a slight clown at Blueface, but it was a slapping Adam22 face. She fucked with well-endowed dudes. And that nigga sitting next to her didn't say one word. She had a long conversation because she wanted to screw Blueface. That's the new avenue. Now she on black rappers. She need that viewership. That shit is wild. And then motherfuckers accept Adam22. That fool got weird accusations on him, pedophile cases, and none of these paperwork talking niggas ever ask him for paperwork. That's some wild shit, man. We got some dysfunctional ass fools around. I know Boxing says peace to myself and the brothers and sisters in the chat. Salute. There's another thing I want to do. I want to talk about that mass shooting because I want to do a separate video talking about the police department out there arresting fools who are victims of what happened in the shootout up there. And the Velocity Cuss says, hey, Cuz says, you see 50 Cent new documentary says on Sean Veggie Combs says that's some real Monkey Tuesday shit. Says black man tearing another. I wouldn't dare watch nothing with 50 Cent. I ain't never watched Power. I don't watch that kind of stupid ass shit. I don't. I'd never seen nothing 50 Cent produce. Not saying I'm against 50 Cent. For one, I ain't into shows like that. But I would never watch no monkey ass shit with 50 Cent trying to go after Puff and shit, because Puff was running through his bitch. So anything, even with the weird shit that Puff on, that mean you fucking that fool up here romancing and financing extra out weird bitches who will do anything for a buck. And the fact that his chick, who he got a kid with, was extremely loyal to Puff, even in his trial. So no, I wouldn't watch that shit. That shit don't interest me. I don't want to see no film. What he gonna be talking about? He gonna want to do the same shit he tried to do with Rick Ross. Same shit he pulled with Big Meech after doing a film on Big Meech and then flipping on him. Like at some point, man, people got to recognize when shit turns into clown shit. Now, that's not to say I wouldn't listen to 50 Cent's old music or hits and all that shit, but TV shows and other clown shit from 50, I wouldn't dare watch that shit. And then Jashawn says Kill Pill says Kill Pill was pressing, bro. Laugh out loud. Who is Kill Pill? Who is Kill Pill? And King Pill. Who is that? Who is King Pill? And then Steph in the building says, be well, says salute to the chat. And then G Brown saying facts. I'm not sure what I said about the making facts. And then R15701 says salute, says you Ryan, says hanging out with Haney's ex-wife, says Ryan hanging out. Wait, what's that? Not you, or do you mean Yo Ryan hanging out with Haney's ex-wife? These fools fuck with the most trash, low standard, low level, no morality, no standard ass broads. But see, that's why you don't fall in love with that kind of shit, man. These fools got to recognize, man, I don't give a fuck if you did fall in love with a chick. But have an understanding, man, you don't own no chick. You don't own none of them. That's her motherfucking shit. And the minute y'all break up, you move past that, man. That's what I always told chicks. Man, I don't own no chick. I don't possess no shit. I don't act like a chick is mine. I tell a chick what to do. I don't do none of that shit. The minute we done is the minute we done. And that's a finito. It's final. Like a lot of these fools be mad, be worrying about who to broad with. I can care less. Bitch, you can go be fucking my brother. I wouldn't give two fucks. Like shit, I don't own you. Like these motherfuckers out here wild in the motherfucking here. You fall in love with these broads. And then the minute that you show too much emotions and a motherfucker know they can get at you, because that's one of the things that will break a motherfucker. And a lot of people let that shit get to them. Fuck they bitch. People let that shit destroy them. Fuck my bitch, you waste my time. She just got somebody else to stuck her. She fooling herself thinking that shit gonna make me jealous. Like hell nah. The fuck, man. I ain't in love with like, man, once that shit turn off with me, that shit is off. Like these fools out here better learn, man. I ought to write a book for these stupid ass motherfuckers. But I hope Haney ain't in love with that broad, because all it's gonna do is just drive him insane if he is to be in love. Regardless, you got a kid. You love that kid. The bitch carry on with her life. Shit. And then Steph says, I didn't realize Blueface tatted his face up. Says more, says sad looking fam. Yeah, he looked stupid. He looked retarded. That's why he bowed down to his OG Adam22. Says, wait, so Adam22 married a porn star? Man, he married a slut turned porn star. A super slut who be sitting there telling him she gonna let this motherfucker fuck. And he got to sit in a little chair in the corner and watch. That shit got to be some of the wildest shit. For you to be a motherfucker would sit in the chair and watch your wife get fucked. It's crazy. That shit is crazy. And I see, because like I say, I go on Twitter to watch these bitches play with themselves or got their porn channel. Then be bitches you come across that is married. And then they be married and then there be other dudes fucking them. They dudes be recording. I be like, man, this shit is wild out here. And motherfuckers accept that role. There's even bitches who, what's that shit they call? The polygamy thing. And it be chicks who have even dudes who have played the chicks' bitches. I'm like, God damn, motherfuckers is way the fuck out. People are way the fuck out. And then Pittsburgh T says, dude is really making a hoe into a housewife. Says herpes is incurable. Says that's a STD. Says that's disgusting. Well, I don't think she got none of that shit. She didn't want to talk about taking AIDS tests and all that other shit. So she keeping that thing clean and shit. She keeping it clean and shit. She ain't letting it get ran through. That's her money maker. So shit. She just making Adam22 suffer through it because now it's archived, it's documented. Motherfuckers can go watch it. Regardless of man, fuck all that's the way you make money. That shit is way the fuck out. And the mirror says, didn't Whack 100 says sign up for some weird shit? Says with his wife and Adam22. Wait, Whack 100 is gonna do something with his own wife. Man, I wouldn't put nothing past these dudes. All of them is weird. And Adam22, they the grand master of them. He own them. That's why they bow down. They don't ever say on the dead homies Adam22. They don't ever say Adam22, we gonna smoke you and the dead homies and you better not. They don't do none of that shit. And then Velocity Cuss says, man, that mother who hosted that kids party in Stockton spoke out today. Says with a choke biddy tat says on her neck. What's choke biddy? What's choke city? Is that what that means? That's what they call Stockton. Yeah, I seen her tattooed a little light skinned chick and shit. I mean, they from a gang. I mean, but that doesn't justify somebody coming to that party shooting. But I don't know what choke biddy mean. I know biddy because they bloods and shit. So choke city, is that what they call Stockton? But it was wrong. But the San Jose sheriff is wrong as fuck for arresting them people because I seen one dude doing the interview from jail and shit that he was arrested while the shooting was going on. They arrested the people at the party. And then they said they wouldn't go in there to save them kids and shit. They go into some old tactical bullshit, letting those kids die off and shit. And I've been seeing photos of them kids. Man, that shit is the saddest shit ever. Like I said, I hope they find the motherfuckers who did that shit. And them people, and when they arrest them, those folks is tortured. But them people ain't gonna be able to live with them, so they probably better off in themselves. Oh, I want to talk about this whole ass serial killer. The Green River killer. What's his name? Gary. What's that fool name? Gary Edgerid, Ruth, whatever his fool name, but that fool was on life support. I mean, not on life support, but on like some terminal shit. And the shit that bugs me with his situation is, how is this motherfucker still alive? How is he able to go into end-of-life care 40 years after? No, what has been? He's been in prison for his murder is over 40 years, but he's been in prison for like 22 something years. Why wasn't he given a fucking death penalty? Gary Ridgway, yeah, because and once again it falls into these whole ass fucking prosecutors. We allow all these little suburbanized silver spoon punks to go to law school, to move through the judicial system, and they get these damn positions. Some places voted in as the district attorneys, and then they cutting deals for some of the most foul motherfuckers ever to walk the goddamn earth. And then Jashawn says, bro from Pomona 456 says he used to be on No Jumper. Okay, see, because I don't watch No Jumper like that. I barely watched it when T-Rail and all them cats is on there. Because I knew that shit was going to end disasters. Even them fools is like annoying as fuck to me on there. And then Jashawn says all for views, says they don't give a fuck. Yeah, a lot of them dudes don't, man. It's just sad watching people do anything for views. Everything is this new age term that these retarded motherfuckers do is content. And then they use content, then they start falling out with each other because the shit begins to hurt. And the shit ain't cool with what they say. Every time you look up, there's some issue they have, but it was all for content. They even see niggas who be fake friends. Even the shit I used to see with T-Rail and then the Mac Watt motherfuckers, the other big dude who do this shit with AD. Like, all that shit is clown shit, dude. Like and then watch T-Rail fall out with his brother over that shit. Like, man, you know, I'll be predicting that shit because I can see through it. It's just so easy to analyze motherfuckers because they lack up in this motherfucker. And instead says what? Says Adam watches his wife get fucked on. Says horrible life. Says, but he's in the industry. Says it's all for the show. Says in money. Sad Reggie. Nah, fuck all that for the money, because a lot of porn stars who nobody are married. There be stupid motherfuckers that get in relationships with porn stars And then they trying to be around them because they be wanting to fuck on them porn stars. But them porn stars got to live that life. They got to make their money. And the fact that a lot of porn stars still want to get out and get it in, they be acting like it's acting. And they try to, in their minds, they have programmed their minds that, you know, doing the pornographic scenes ain't really fucking to them. Because they'll turn it off in their head. Women can program themselves like that. It can be even where you fuck, a woman can program that out of her mind that you ain't fuck. That you ain't hit it like this, so it don't count. So that's what these porn star chicks will do. They'll play it to where it's just acting, it's just their job, it doesn't really count to them, and then they go seeking love and affection and companionship, and they want to be in relationships and married cats, and then these dudes be so caught up because these porn bitches be bad too, because it's the way they make their money. They gotta put themselves together. So these dudes go out there marrying these broads. And then I don't think I'm gonna drop the link because I don't want to be on here too long. And then they go in here and marry these goddamn broads. And then they realize, man, they can't deal with watching. I might drop the link, I might not, because I don't want to be on too long. But then they go into marrying these broads or be in relationship with these broads, and then these broads go out there back in the industry, and then these fools realize they can't handle that shit. Some of them be just wanting to be accepted. They see them do it. They probably silently deal with how much that shit tears their asses down. You know that shit be tearing these fools up. And you gotta be a damn fool to sit there and want to watch that shit. You gotta be a damn fool. Let alone, man, I was with a chick where I went into her shit for, I don't even know how the fuck I end up at this shit and watch and while the motherfucking doctor do the pap smear, I almost wanted to beat this nigga up. Like, man, get the fuck out of here with this shit. What the fuck? Let alone going there to watch your chick get fucked in some porn shit. Like, hell fucking no. Motherfuckers is crazy. So that's what be happening. So these chicks are, and Lena Plug probably, that shit don't turn off in her head. She remember every moment of a motherfucker fucking her. And Adam22 deal with it. A lot of these other porn stars, chicks can't deal with it. Even the one porn star chick out here who just got put in for life, that bitch cut her dude head off. Fucking, he was stupid as fuck messing with a porn broad. That broad ended up fucking marrying his goddamn son. And his son is a hoe ass dude. And then along with her being married, the freaky little broad was still fucking her ex-husband. And that's how she ended up killing the fool. I was like, man, this shit, these people want to live weird ass lifestyles because they fall in love with this particular chicks, one particular chicks. Yeah, I like I said, I have seen motherfuckers fall in love with whores. And then Go Young DJ in the building says this has been the thing since slavery. Says white man says been into that. Yeah, a lot of white dudes is went to just a lot of weird shit. That's why when they come writing comments over here, I always love to highlight that shit. That's why you don't hear Mark Summers making any comments on this one. Any other time, Mark Summers love to talk and thinking I'm like, hear anything that makes him feel uncomfortable is just being something said about a white person. On this one, there's somebody who is, it's just clear as day that somebody is absent in the chat for making a comment, and that being Mark Summers, because Mark Summers probably lives a Adam22 type life, or he's watched his father live an Adam22 life with his mother. So, Mark Summers is not saying anything. And it's Sylvester in the building. Salute. Pidgeot T says some women are groupies and hoes. Says a dude that's dating a sex worker in any capacity is a weak dude. Man, it'd be crazy. And it's the other thing, on the other side, a lot of cats that be in that pimping shit. A lot of these dudes, because they don't refuse to work, but they still be in love with a chick. A lot of these dudes out there pimping their goddamn girlfriends. And it's still laying in bed with them, doing sideways ass pimping and shit. That's their girlfriend and shit. Because she a little nymphomaniac as well. And it's some weird, people sexually are weird as fuck. People romantically is weird as fuck. Like this fool Adam22 is like the fucking, like some never seen before type shit. And the fact that he's all out in the open with his shit. Why ain't no Rico shit brought up on Adam22 and shit? And then and the Jashawn said, Gary Ridgway. That's what I want to talk about next. Is this punk ass dude, Gary Ridgway. That motherfucker got about 100 victims. They charged this fool with like 40 something of them. And it eventually says, you hear about Diddy Blockbuster Netflix series. No, somebody wrote that shit. I would never, ever in my life watch that bullshit. I don't really watch shit from 50 Cent. And I don't really watch that kind of shit. I don't watch that kind of shit where it's going to exploitations about what another nigga did in his bed and shit. I don't watch that kind of shit. And I sure ain't watching no whole ass shit from 50 Cent. I ain't watching that shit. Like I said, I never seen Power, and that was a big hit of 50 Cent. And then Sean says, I don't watch no Jumper. Says I see the clips online. Yeah, I see some clips. It's like this Blueface. Well, CJ sent me this Blueface one and Lean the Plug one. I seen that shit. And then I been seeing them on the internet. That shit is just like weird ass shit with Adam22 lifestyle. Even like the first time when she laid with the black dude, and the black dude knocked a hole in her. And that bitch from ever since there was on some once you go black, once you go, what's this shit? What's the word? Once you go black, you don't go back. That's really what it's been. And Adam been, Lena been feeling different to Adam. He can't reach certain areas in her cat anymore. He can't reach shit. It's just hollowed out. Like he done bungee jumped in that motherfucker. And the DJ says drop the link or asking a question about drop the link. I don't know if I'm gonna drop the link. I'll see. I'm gonna get through these comments and I want to talk on this Gary Ridgway shit. And this shit I seen on him. And Amir says dude has a permanent chair in his own bedroom. That this chick said. Let me play this shit once again where this chick in here rolling her neck, taking Blueface challenge about fucking her because Blueface was jealous to see his girlfriend on the show with them and thinking his girlfriend was about to get flipped by Adam and his chick or end up in the threesome with them. And now he talking about fucking Adam chick. But he said it so respectfully. He was well-mannered and ensuring he did not enrage Adam22 by coming at the common way in which, black folks in gangs talk to one and other black folks. But when it's Adam22, a cuck, a sucker, a person who is so deserving of disrespect, Blueface is so mannerable and shit. And once again, it goes into, in this age where we have so many freedoms, some people that are so revolutionary about shit, we still live amongst slaves who believe they're free. But minds is shackled than a motherfucker. But let's play this video of Adam being emasculated by his little small ass chick who loves to suck on a black prick. Let's look at this chick.
I saw your little video. At first,
look at the neck roll. Look at the neck roll shit, man. She fucking with black folks, and now she trying to be a black woman. Salute to my cousin to my cousin Deuce Time in the building.
Blueface, I saw your little video. At first, I wasn't down. Normally, I work with well-endowed, well-hung professionals, and you haven't really proven yourself.
Look at Adam, look over at her, man. He hates that shit.
But after a long conversation with my husband here, I've decided that I'm willing to make an exception. You have 2 weeks. That should be enough time to get tested, to get your stamina up, to just get all around prepared. I want you showered. You, me, the cameraman, and my husband sitting in a little chair in the corner watching us.
Bitch ass dude. She put that fool in a little bitty chair. Oh my God. Man, oh my fucking God. And then in the go, your DJ says pimps do the same thing. Says do the same thing though, right? Facts. It's a lot of pimps who be with these girls they supposed to be pimping on this shit. Go home with them, kiss on the broads. They a family together. And if Lassie cuts, and it's something wrong in the programming and brains and shit. Lassie Cuss says early 2000s says used to see hella P-star chicks as at Universal City Walk. That's because they out there in that area. A lot of them live out towards that area. All that what's that shit? What if Universal Studios, Studio City and Northridge, Hollywood, a bunch of them bras live out there and shit. That's a matter of fact, they shoot a bunch of that shit out there. A lot of the porn industry people are out there and shit. Man, I used to have porn broads at my house. Fucking come to Long Beach. Be looking up or see some old West Coast production shit. Be like, wait, this bitch is just in a crib. Like, what the fuck? And then L5 player to build a salute. That's why I be having hella 5 stories, man. Hella 5 stories. Now, if I was in a gang or some bullshit like that, I wouldn't have the stories I have. And then Jashawn says they was always talking about Cox and shit. Says weird motherfuckers. Wait, who was that? Adam22 and all them are them black dudes. This shit weird, man. To hear dudes even use the term around other dudes, no bitches around. They talking about dicks and shit all damn day. And the Pittsburgh T says men are not built, says to have their women be sex workers. Facts. Says strip club owners or said what's that? Strip clubs, OnlyFans, porn. Says that's not something man can be part of. Says especially publicly. Man, a lot of these fools is on that shit. Just watch because they fall in love with a chick and can't let her go. Fall in love with her. Like they'd be like, I don't know, made a pussy because some people may have never had pussy the way that certain chicks will fuck them, and then they don't want to let them go. Bitches give head that's out of this world, and these fools have never had that shit and don't ever want to let her go. And then that chick be like, oh, and she's so ganged up, she hasn't mapped out of how she gonna use this motherfucker up or how she needs this motherfucker for the benefit he provides. And where things are easy, she collect. Money sit in her pocket. Lena Plug ain't pulling a penny out of her damn bank. Adam taking care of all that shit. And I wouldn't be surprised if the shit she doing, she make more money than that fool. And he affording everything for her. She may help every now and then, fake like she will provide shit, but then he get into this shit that a man's supposed to do everything, weird shit that I hear other dudes say as well. Like, these motherfuckers, it's just some weird shit when you see shit. And I observe shit, I pay attention to everything. Lysica says, hey, says you calling the fight this Saturday, says on Amazon Prime, says top prank, hype job. Janet Big says might have effed up the car, shake my head. No, I ain't calling that shit. I did see some videos of him felling for PEDs and shit. Another one of these weak ass motherfuckers. Eris Landy Laura be retarded ass dude to fight the dude. And I never thought Janet Beck was that good anyway. So who card is it? Who's the main card? Deuce Time in the building. And then Steph says never show that clip again. He and her laughing. Jashawn says fuckface. Says fuckface says a mark. Says this is the type of stuff says he participates in. Facts. He weird. He got the Krishan chick. Who knows? He probably fell in love with Krishan. She crazy bitches love to fuck. They fuck crazy. Both of these fools get high. They just all over the damn place. All over the place. And to him and other young people he think he projecting that shit to, he'll be trying to tell them this is how player does. This is pimp shit. Like ain't nothing player or pimp about these dudes. This dude crying because his baby mama went on Adam22 show. I mean, he was worried about Adam putting his baby mama on video and fucking her. Like they crazy as fuck. Ain't that what the girl did to yeah, that's what that one chick did to Tiger. The chick fuck with the Kardashian motherfucker. That's how wild these motherfuckers is. That's how that Black China chick got a kid with the Kardashian dude. Is that motherfucking Tiger was fucking with the whatever her fucking name. I don't even know them bitches. Jenner, another rapper got a kid with that broad. Is her name Caitlyn? Or what's the broad made money and shit? Travis Scott or somebody got the kid with that girl. Her name is Kaylee. Whatever the fuck her name is. They ain't important to me. But when he was fucking with that girl, he was fucking with Black China. And then Black China got jealous over that shit and then went and fucked. Oh, they said her name Kylie, however you said that shit. Went and fucked the damn the Kardashian brother and got a kid with that nigga. So she got Tiger baby and then this fool baby. Didn't even like the motherfucker. Then I think she broke on him because she did some porn shit. Her mama used to be a porn star. They weird as fuck and they think they get back at each other through sex and shit. That's why I said I wouldn't give a fuck. That's why I'm glad I never been on possessions of chicks. Ever. Only had one time where a chick pissed me off one time where I was like, man, I would slap the fuck out this bitch. But luckily was not able to get around this broad. And then after that, I was like, and lucky it was like that, because then I snapped back out like, man, I'm too player for that shit. What the fuck was I thinking? And that's all it takes, a little bit of thinking. Like, man, I'm possessed, but the bitch did some foul shit trying to play with me. But then it was like, but with these fools be falling in love with these broads, knowing that the broads got foul conduct about them, and these fools can't see through it. And that's why it's important. Even like that's why I like listening to that Boston Mac shit, because I'll be wanting to do a show like how he does his show. But he be putting up a lot of young cats. Stop listening to these other sucker cats. That's a channel because he speak the same shit that I be talking. The way I feel about shit. Even when I was seeing what's the name in T-Rel them interview Mr. Organic. I don't watch all this content, but he be talking the same player shit and he live by it. Is you don't own none of these broads. The minute a broad displays foul shit, the minute things go bad and the bitch, the first thing she want to use is her pussy to get back at you. People worried about her taking her pussy and giving it elsewhere. Do what you gonna do. The fuck up out of here. That's where you don't see loyalty amongst motherfuckers. Chicks be trying to rule motherfuckers through their pussy. Got dudes afraid to lose them. And like, bitch, I can lose you that easy. You was never mine to begin with. And to be honest, you ain't mine like that. I don't own you. The fuck out of you. You was brought in this world by two other motherfuckers. The fuck I look like running you and shit. If I can say no to you on some shit, that shit upsets you. You don't want to listen to that shit, then we ain't a partnership. We ain't a team. We both need to go back and be individuals. As simple as that. The minute you fall out, you hear a no on some shit. You throwing a tantrum and shit. And talking bad like shit, man. We individuals. And then Go Young DJ says, running the train says not weird. That shit at this age, I wouldn't do it. That should be some way out shit. But me in my 20s and all that shit, man, get a flipping ass broad up in there. Man, I'm about to get my shit sucked. Or I'm about to smash this broad. I ain't about to treat no chick like she my wife. This bitch freaky than the motherfucker. Hey, you can go up in there, run up in that motherfucker. That's how I used to treat bras, man. I ain't in love with these bras because I know to get down. And I done that shit with bras who act like they don't get down like that. Like, watch me turn this broad up. Me turn her up. In my 20s, me is in my later 30s, 40s. No, I wasn't into that shit. But if we run the train, you ain't on no gay shit. You ain't about walking there looking at no nigga. You ain't about being there watching. That bitch sucking and fucking, then that's what it is. And then, but you ain't walking in that motherfucker, no butt ass naked shit, walking around on that kind of shit. And then Steph says they filming in Miami now. Says everyone on meth says out here now. Are you out there in Miami? Man, everybody on all type of drugs. I wouldn't put nothing past nobody, especially people that get in that sex. Some people just freaky. They don't need no shit. Alcohol, but the most that'll turn a motherfucker up is alcohol. You bring alcohol to any party to get the party turned up. You bring any bro who come around, she bought it. She just need a little bit of drinking, loosen them up. Oh, he said no in SoCal. You put Miami, and then you bring any alcohol around a function, and bras gonna turn up from that shit. That shit get them loose. I don't know what alcohol do to them. That's why they produce alcohol. That's the main reason produce alcohol. Produce it for dudes who are uncomfortable with themselves, afraid to loosen up in the presence of other people, and then also to loosen women up. It livens parties up for a lot of people. Me, I go to shit sober. I don't drink like that. That's why I kind of start slowing down. Like I'll just be turned up. I don't need none of that shit. And the dude sign says I got a question. Says I got a question about how you feel about a subject. All right, why you just write that and then write the damn question? All right, what's the question? And then Steph says Pitbull and Roach says PBC Amazon is the promoter. Oh, that's what's this week. Yeah, I ain't gonna call that fight. And then because Pitbull can't box, and I think Roach gonna whoop his ass. All you gonna see is Pitbull trying to get to him to try to knock him out. Roach just gonna box him, keep him where he needs him, and just beat him up. And then Steph says he laughing out loud. Says Deuce Time says shout out fam. And then Steph said, oh, they tell me that girl name, the Kardashian chick. Yeah, Tiger was fucking her. And then his chick, Black China, end up going to fuck the dude brother. Like, that's some way out shit. But that's some common, a lot of people probably do that shit. And it Steph says, no, NorCal, says no, SoCal. And then what's SoCal, Miami? And he says, you was right. Says you was right about that nigga Big Sad, bro. Says mine gone. Oh, on the drugs? Oh, absolutely. Man, you can see these fools, man. Usually I can observe a motherfucker, and more than likely, man, my observation of these fools gonna be right. That fool got whatever advance money they gave to him, and he done lost his damn rabbit ass mind. And I hate to see him do that shit to himself. I really hate to see that shit. I haven't seen him in a while. I stopped following him on that Instagram shit because I always thought he was gonna end up something happening to him and shit. So I don't know. I wish he cleaned himself up. Like I don't like seeing that shit. I don't like seeing that dude like that. So hopefully he didn't clean himself up. I ain't seen him on in a while. I know when Blueface got out, he was him and Blueface talking about killing each other over some what was that shit? Talking about killing each other over, I guess Blueface dissed they hood and shit. And then it's stupid to see Blueface up there engaging in that kind of talk on dissing people's hoods. When he was in jail, he wasn't on that kind of shit. When they had him on that behind the wall shit, he wasn't talking like that. So it's sad to see them dudes on that shit and making comments that can, making comments like that can get his ass killed. Like that was some real foolish ass shit. But now I haven't seen nothing from Big Sad. Let me see here. Was he post some high shit? Yeah, I see him post something from a day ago. I don't see him with nothing showing too much. And then let me see. And then dude says, how do you feel about 50 putting that doc? Oh man, I done had made damn, this is like the fourth time that shit been brought up about the 50 Puffy. Like I said, he says, how do you feel about 50 putting that Diddy documentary out, says, and promoting it? I would never watch that shit. I ain't never watched nothing 50 produced. Like I was telling folks, I'm repeating the same shit like my third, fourth time. And then I might drop the link. So what time? It's still 10 something. I ain't doing no 4-hour show neither. But like I was saying, I don't watch anything with 50 Cent. I don't fuck with 50 Cent shit like that. And I ain't about to listen to no shit while he tear a motherfucker down like that. Regardless of Puff doing weird shit, and then how he gonna make something when Puff was slutting his wife out, and then Puff was slutting his 50 Cent wife out. So I mean, what he gonna put out there about him? I mean, the trial was out. I mean, he did some weird shit in there, but guess what? Them bitches doing weird shit, and 50 Cent chick was one of the weird broads. So I don't know if 50 Cent gonna get out of it. If he think he gonna drop the documentary, that's gonna make some old weak ass prosecutor open some new case. Like what the fuck he gonna get out of that shit besides nothing? And then when they show him, every time they show Puff in prison, when they release the photos, he adapting to that shit. So ain't nothing gonna happen to the motherfucker from no 50 Cent film. Before I went live, somehow I ain't seen Gene Deal shit since the Puffy shit. Since I stopped watching anything Gene Deal put out. Gene Deal video pop up on what are that shit, how they put it in your in the feeds or whenever you fresh your channel. Gene Deal was live and he demanded 50% of what 50 put out. Because I guess it's some shit he been talking and shit. Which he weird too, because he sat there and watched Puff do all that homo shit he be talking about. And then Jashawn says, yeah, I seen that nigga live the other day. Oh, he was live and probably high as shit. Dude says, I'm conflicted about my feelings. Says about my feelings about it. Says on one hand, says they get your money. Says and they got beef. Says so I don't know. Says but it what is that word supposed to be? But it shouldn't pile on like that. I mean, 50 is an ultimate motherfucking dude who stumps people out. He's the ultimate and stun day ass dude, man. That motherfucker would not let his foot up off your back. Let me see. Let me go to this Gary Ridgway shit. And this is a shit that pisses me off with these whole ass prosecutors who have injected snitching and all type of bullshit into the modern age of things. Let me see. So they speak about Gary Ridgway dying, and I don't know why he wasn't executed. But then they talk about old bitch-made prosecutor that cut a plea deal with this fool for him to get out here and admit to a bunch of other murders of women who lies this punk took in order to spare his life. Like, it's just some bitch-ass, retarded-ass prosecutors. And for a family to hear that shit and the prosecutor make a deal because these prosecutors make it about themselves, wins and losses. I have a 90-something% conviction rate. Re-elect me for your prosecutor, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then Philip says, nigga says, stop lying. Says, nigga, stop lying. Says, you Puffy fan. Says, you have been since day one. Nah, you ain't gonna see me. I ain't no motherfucker about to hate on that motherfucker or none of that shit. Like, y'all be wanting to tear the motherfucker down. He had little bad bitches that a lot of you motherfuckers probably will be chasing after. Had these bitches doing weird shit along with fulfilling his little homosexual ass fantasies. And these little freak bitches that he's showing, you can have these bitches smashed by anybody and they'll do it. These bitches think they doing out loyally. And these bitches is really a bunch of freaky ass whores. That's really what all it is. Bitches do anything for a motherfucker with a little bit of money. And then a motherfucker without money got to go through all these little loopholes just to get the bitch to act a little bit right. He's like, this is the fucking cold part to this game, man. And then let me see. Wait, damn, come on, damn thing. So here it is, Gary Ridgway near death. Like, that's some fuck shit. It's even articles like this about this motherfucker. Says who claimed 75 to 80 victims, says dying in, this article is poorly written. Says Green River Killer says he claimed 75 to 80 victims dying in Washington prison. So he should have been fucking dead. Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killers. And if y'all look at his story, you'll look at his story and be like, so you'll be like, how the fuck is this fool? How the fuck was this dude not put in a gas chamber or an electric chair? And then Jashawn says, what, he's sick? Yeah, he got some shit killing this monkey ass. He should have been stabbed up or something. And then Philip A says, you've been defending Puff since those allegations came out. Says, keep it a buck. Absolutely, because I ain't see nothing he did wrong. God damn it. What the fuck you talking about defending him? Was he pimping these whores? These grown little hood rats. I don't buy into no weak ass prosecutors terminology on what's wrong and this and that, and then they want to paint everything as trafficking because they put a black face on it, but they ain't put no trafficking on this Epstein and Trump motherfucker. And then the rest of the motherfuckers can get Harvard fucking positions. They can get corporate positions, royal family motherfuckers who are true traffickers. They don't speak nothing about these old rich ass, sick-minded ass white dudes who fly in these other little weird ass poor countries and they go fucking with underage little girls and boys, and then come back here and then pass all type of laws about how you supposed to conduct yourself. You got a bunch of rich, immoral motherfuckers trying to set standards here inside of American society. That's like I wanted to do some shit for coming into this show, which I'll probably do tomorrow, about how Trump and them cannot fucking Trump and them are not America. They don't know what America is. And the rest of a bunch of silver spoon rich, suburbanized, gate living ass motherfuckers can tell people what the hell is America, how America looks, what are the issues with America, and how to resolve them, because these are the motherfuckers that create them. And they've created this web of little ill shit that they do that a lot of motherfuckers who don't think end up picking up on neither. So Gary Ridgway, Green River Killers, is one of America's most prolific convicted serial killers, says is receiving end-of-life care in a Washington state prison. According to 5 sources with knowledge of his condition, says who spoke with KIRO News Radio in recent days, says none could provide specifics beyond that. Because I was looking at a news thing out there where they were saying the prison, whoever the people of the prison out there, wherever he's at, was saying they didn't confirm that it was any end-of-life thing. They were just saying this regular health-related shit. So, and that's even like the BTK killer. He's another case I was looking at. How that motherfucking life was spared. Like, how the fuck y'all sparing all these wicked ass white dudes fucking lives? Like, the BTK shit is way the fuck. And there's some crazy shit with these white serial killers. So Ridgway terrorized the Seattle area throughout the 1980s and 1990s, says targeting vulnerable women along the Pacific Highway south near Seattle-Tacoma International Airport. Says most of the victims were young runaways or sex workers who disappeared without warning. Their bodies later found in a wooded area throughout King County. For 2 decades, so this motherfucker was able to kill motherfuckers for 20 fucking years. 20 years. And the way in which I think he get caught, his last killing was he. And it's the other thing. It was a dude whose girl jumped in the truck. A dude, I don't know if him and his girl got into it or she went to use a phone. This fool pulled up on her. She ready to sell pussy, jumped in his truck, and that was it. That was all she wrote. But this fool had tried to follow him and was telling behind his truck, following him, end up losing him because he got stopped at a light. Dude ended up picking up where he thought he saw him go. Figured out where his house was, tipped the police to that shit. I don't know if the police start reacting off of that shit. Or they end up starting to get the clues, wait for DNA to build up. But they don't catch this fool to like 2001. His first killings in the 80s. This fool don't get caught to 2001. His trial ends in 2003 when the fucking punk-ass DA allows this motherfucker to avoid the death penalty by telling him or admitting to 40-something murders and shit. And then I think something came up recently with him where he came up to give more clues to some other bodies he done had. Because even during where he was trying to show investigators where bodies were, he was leading them on some old wild goose hunt and just fucking with them. Because he just wanted to be out or be in the area. And that's just the weird shit they be saying serial killers get a thrill off of, being within the area. Having this bond with their victims. He was getting off on. Then this motherfucker, on top of that, Gary Ridgway was married. Some old weird bitch married this motherfucker with. She had other kids. That wasn't even his kids. Old desperate, lonely bitch married a serial killer. And then the weird way his brain worked, he was everything to her. I don't think she did nothing to his kids, to her, not to his kids, but her kids. But he was killing bitches. Man, these motherfuckers is cold. Even the BTK killer, where that fool avoid the because they white. They be overlooking these fools. The BTK dude was torturing, binding motherfuckers, shooting victims, and taunting the fuck out the police. And if he had not come out of hiding, that BTK motherfucker, because he said it was. What he said when I was listening to one of the investigators the other day, they were saying that when he was caught by him, he said that was his greatest achievement outside of his daughter being born, was him killing these people and getting away with that shit and just taunting the police, mailing off shit to news stations, to the police, trying to send them on wild goose hunts because he was like, he knew they'll never be able to find him. That fool fucked up. Coming out of hiding, like some 10 years later, writing letters and letting them know that the killer is still alive. Because that's what happened. They put in the newspaper that the BTK killer may be dead or some shit like that. And that's what brought him out of hiding, I think it was. And then so he started writing letters and then putting clues and doing little sick-minded ass shit about just, making fun of the people he killed. And then the police corresponded with him. And then he was like, something like they didn't believe him, that prove who you are. That fool, wherever he sent a clue, they found a truck. They didn't find a license plate. They found a red truck. They still they couldn't find him. That motherfucker they needed more proof, and he was willing to do. He sends them a floppy disk, not knowing that with the floppy disk, these fools is able to tell where that shit, where whatever he had on there, where it came from. The registered user of the computer is so much information that comes from certain files that you put out, that these computer people was like, oh, this shit came from a church. Somebody named Dennis that's the registered name of the user who uses computer. Went to a church, find out this is Dennis Rader is whatever he is, a deacon at the church, somebody high up in the church. And they're like living a regular life. So then they go and fucking, what they do with Raider? They go in there, find out where he lived. Boom, he got a red truck there. And then they end up finding, maybe they got something out the trash to find this DNA off of that shit. And that was all she wrote for that shit. That fool avoided fucking prosecution for like 30-something years. And then they gave him a plea deal to not execute him. How the fuck these motherfuckers are not getting a death penalty? And then even with that whole ass clown fool. What was that fool? Even the whole Jeffrey Dahmer. Salute to the dude that killed Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer was another bitch made ass dude who law enforcement allowed to kill motherfuckers for a long time. Them old fruitcake ass black dudes going in there, a bunch of old Adam22 ass black niggas. That's how Jeffrey Dahmer ended up getting their ass. This white dude keeping their body parts in the house and shit. That shit, man, these serial killer niggas is weird, man. And then these prosecutors is bigger bitches. Not throwing these fools in the death chamber. Says for 2 decades, he evaded capture, says, while becoming the focus of the largest murder investigation in U.S. history. His 2003 plea deal says, which spared him the death penalty in exchange for helping locate victims' remains controversial. Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, that's controversial. A bitch-ass DA. Who the fuck is the DA? He's a piece of shit. The 76-year-old who pleaded guilty to murdering 49 women in 2003 has been in declining health in Washington State Penitentiary. Says the Washington Department of Corrections has disputed this claim. Says he's calling it inaccurate rumors. The family's endless grief. So imagine what the family got to deal with. The fact that this fool's still living. He did their loved ones dirty. Especially that last young girl that he killed. And he says what Norm would say is that Gary Ridgway is not deserving of our sympathy. Says he is not deserving of our thoughts. And this King County prosecuting attorney, what is that? Lisa, or how do you say that? Lisa Minions has told blah blah blah, invoking her late mentor Norm. What is that? Norm Milling says who negotiated. Fuck him. I ain't want to read that bitch comment talking about her mentor. Your mentor is a piece of shit. Cutting deals with these type of motherfuckers is the craziest shit ever. Says Dawn English just cries when she thinks about Patricia LeBlanc, says a 15-year-old foster daughter who disappeared in 1983. Patricia was never officially linked to Ridgway, says, but English has little doubt he was responsible. Yeah, he did that shit. Because it was, even in this case, it was a black officer who investigated his case. And I think she was one of the ones who helped crack this shit. But everything about Ridgway is weird, man. Everything's sick about him. Everything's sick about these people who prosecute these damn people, who spare their lives and all this other shit. And can kill a bunch of people and shit. Can just slaughter people. Like, that shit is wild. And then let these fools walk off. And then let me see where we at in the comments. And I'll drop the link in a minute, but I'm not doing no long ass fucking show. And then Philip A says, so that's the real reason you don't like 50. Says movie says stop the cap. Says you rock with 50 until 50 started banging on your boy. Man, this fool don't be knowing what he talking about. Philip A just be on snort some crack at work and then start talking crazy shit. And he says, Red says on Trump topic, says most of these Trump supporters should come on out the closet. It says since Trump came out sucking dudes' dick, says they should be honest about their gay support. Yeah, Trump is LGBTQ. And then Philip A says, I think Arnold Palmer, says his buddy, says, remember how Trump was bragging on Arnold Palmer's dick size? Says bro shit was weird. And then Arnold Boxing says, word on the street, says 50 got you to play Puff, says stunt double. Says he ain't pay you all the money, says so now you hating on the movie. Nah, man, I don't watch nothing for 50. And then, because 50 was always on clown shit. Like, it was one thing with the Ja Rule shit, and then just see him go overboard on shit. Like when he started the shit with Rick Ross and then the shit with Floyd Mayweather and all that other shit. And then Philip A says the dude, but like the movies, it wasn't like not watching the movies to hate on him. I just don't watch those kind of movies. I don't be watching them projects. And then when he starts stepping up and trolling, fucking with people and constantly wanting to ruin people's careers, like I wasn't rocking with that shit. And then Philip A says the dude was doing murder on it. Says on the lady known. Sorry, the dude was doing murder on the lady. Says knew he was a killer. Says yeah, she dumb as fuck. Says our poor self-esteem. A lot of these serial killers, even that Long Island motherfucker, the Long Island fool. And it's crazy to see his YouTube interviews. An architect somewhere in New York, he's killing all them bras in Long Island and shit. And then they want to make like his wife didn't know what he was doing and shit. It's a lot of weird shit that come out the Mark Sumner ass communities. Philip A says so they let the dude kill for years. Says it don't take long. Says to put your profile with you says with your login location says and all that. No, when the the BTK shit is wild. I was looking at that shit the other day. All that, even the damn, what's the little clown for the fools put on them boys under his house? And then you listen to these fools get spared the death penalty and can sit in there and talk about how they killed people. Fuck it, what was that fool? What was the fool, the clown out of Illinois? He was putting the dudes, he had like 40. No, that fool ran out of room. He was killing so many of these young dudes. Some of them dudes was little young ass fucking homo ass boys who he was gonna pay for sex. He killed them. Some of them because he worked as a contractor. He was politically connected. Come over there to thinking they get work. This fool put them in the handcuffs, like doing a trick. Get John Wayne Gacy. See, y'all be watching this crime shit too. That weird motherfucker. And then was paying kids to dig trenches under his house, to throw these motherfucking dead bodies under his house. And then his name was coming up, but because he was politically connected, they'll turn a blind eye. He had went to jail for raping the fuck out of a kid. And then while in prison, even a stupid bitch, I think one of the president's wife went to the prison where this fool was at, and they putting him as a model citizen in that motherfucker. Where he viciously raped the dude. A little teen dude who was the son of like a mayor or some shit. And he was given a bunch of years and he got out on good behavior and shit. And went back home, and then the killing spree began. That fool couldn't control itself. They was talking about this motherfucker. I was listening to the cops that was part of that investigation of who ended up arresting him, but how the investigation was going. And that shit was, and that's why I be thinking they let these fools go on so then they can write books and then entertain people with how these motherfuckers viciously murder motherfuckers, to just allow them to feed their fucking homicidal appetites and shit. Like these bitch ass cops sit there and do this shit. Even the one with Jeffrey Dahmer was sick as fuck with the cops. Even that black dude in Ohio, Anthony Sowell, whatever his name is. But the fucking John Wayne shit, this fool gets out of prison after getting early release. They don't watch this motherfucker. He just killing dudes. All type of dudes just popping up missing. And he putting them under his house. Under the house. And then I think they said when they caught this motherfucker and they ended up going under there because they didn't even find it. But they had interviewed some of the dudes he had worked with. And them dudes told the cops that he was paying them to dig trenches. They wasn't saying they knew bodies and shit was under there. They just happened to come up that we'll go under there and dig trenches. And then the police is like found a crawl space, go under there. It said as soon as they took a shovel to start digging, they hit bones. That fool had bodies stacked through that fucking house. Like 20 something bodies, like 28 or some shit. He ran out of room to bury the motherfuckers. Then he put a few under his driveway, under concrete. Then he ran out of room. He couldn't put no more bodies on his yard because he was killing so many motherfuckers. He started dumping them over into the fucking woods. I said, damn. The police is at fault for that shit. Even Jeffrey Dahmer with the little boy they let run out. And the cops, the boy outside, butt ass naked. And they let that motherfucker return to this dude. I'm like, man, the cops ain't shit, man. That's why you better off annihilating the motherfucker on your own. Just like this I ain't gonna even blame the Stockton shit on the cops, but the cops some hoes for arresting them dudes at that party. And he says, and then he says, and Dahmer says it was a smell, says that got him caught. No, it wasn't. The smell didn't get him caught. So it was a smell that got him caught, says, but I think it was twice victim. That was that victim that got away. Says from Dahmer, says, and the laws took the victim back to Dahmer house. Yeah, that was some wear out shit of how they took the victim back to his house along with them. That shit was that's how fucking ineffective them cops are. That you bring the fucking victim for him to see. And then when Dahmer reacted, trying to forced the doors closed when they went in there. Then they find a head in the refrigerator. He got a damn what he had? He had like a barrel in his room where the bodies are decomposing in it. There was actual human skulls in his head that he painted these motherfucking skulls, bones every damn where. Pictures of these people in different states of decomposition when they go in the house. But you don't go in this motherfucker, like it's crazy. There's another black fool who is just as sick as Jeffrey Dahmer out of Ohio, doing the same shit. But Jeffrey was eating these motherfuckers. He's a fucking homo. And then his father is a weird motherfucker. And his step in there laughing. His father tried to write a book, and then Philip A says, then you used to do that series where we watched those videos about, hell yeah, I used to, because I be into that investigative shit. I like watching them shows. Says about crazy crimes committed or something. Says a few years back, yup. And he says the FBI said there was at least 20 serial killers active in 2000. Shit, some motherfuckers out there killing people out there in Houston. All them bodies popping up, and the killer gonna keep doing it because the cops are sorry as fuck. Police sorry as fuck. And then, but yeah, that's John Wayne Gacy is telling about. John Wayne Gacy shit crazy. The BTK, fucking Ted Bundy. All that shit. They let Ted Bundy, he got a look to these old strange ass white folks. He's a heartthrob to these weird ass motherfuckers. And then Philip A said, says putting boys under his house, says N ran out of spaces, says damn. But even before him, it's a dude, and it's crazy that the movie Candyman is a black guy. The actual Candyman dude is a white serial killer out of Texas, and he was doing the same shit John Wayne Gacy was doing. He was hiring boys to bring boys to his house, torturing them, putting them up under his home, killing these kids. And the way he get caught, he fall out with one of them boys that he was having do that shit, and them boys, and it's a lot of teen boys and their parents don't watch and be out here messing with grown dudes and on some gay ass shit and doing gay shit for money. The kid killed the dude. And then when the police come for that situation, he ended up telling them about, what he tried and then the fact that he killing people. And then these dudes were participants in that shit. And then all of a sudden now the kids get to walk away from that shit. And he said, but yeah, that's the Candyman. Candyman is a white dude killing people. And the Chicago shit that they try to claim Candyman based on a true story ain't got nothing to do with no Candyman shit. It was dealing with the little way in which them homes are built and something dealing with a lady because they was able to crawl through some little spaces in the apartments and shit. And then walk in other people's units. That's how fucking cheap they were building these projects and all that other shit. And then Deshaun, it's a lot of sick shit from a lot of the white serial killers. There's some black weird ass serial killers, but not like whites. That's why when the FBI be profiling the motherfuckers, they be always profiling looking for somebody white. And then Deshaun says, but we got some black serial killers, some sick-minded ass black folks too. And then Deshaun, but usually the black ones be like crackheads and shit. And the black serial killers be crackheads and cokeheads. These white ones don't be on nothing. They just crazy as fuck. And then Deshaun says all the motherfuckers had something in common. Says they was closet boys. It's fact. A lot of them is straight up homos. So you got to watch homo motherfuckers. And I'll be talking about the LGBT motherfuckers. They can fuck around and be serial killers. You got to watch homos. And in Philip A, why they be wanting to protect homos. Motherfuckers fuck around and be serial killers. Philip A says, damn, that sounds crazy as fuck. Says, I thought the barrel was in the living room. No, I was in that food bedroom, I believe, when I seen the photos. Like even it's on the web where you can look at the crime scene photos. Man, that shit was way out seeing that shit. But then he was able to get these old homosexual ass dudes going to his house, wanting to take pictures for this motherfucker. A bunch of fruitcakes, motherfucker. So the fool who got out testified at his trial, testified what happened. And then you looking at him like, you fucking big ass homo ass motherfucker. And then Philip A says, man, wasn't Ted Bundy a substitute teacher or something? No, that fool was a fool. He ran somebody presidential campaign. No, I think he was a law student or some shit. And then Jashawn says, I thought candy. And then Philip A says, shaking my head. And Pitcher T says, remember, let me drop the link. So I'll talk to Gary Ridgway shit. And then let me see. Go Young DJ wanted me to drop the link. I think Brandon asked for the link. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. And I ain't gonna be on here for a long ass time. Let me see. And Picture T says, remember that crazy woman says that was showing up to the court for Jeffrey. No, I didn't remember that shit. Showing to the court for Jeffrey Dahmer, says looking to be with him. Says there's a such thing as serial killer groupie. Says it's a real thing. Now I don't remember for Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't know why she showed up for Jeffrey Dahmer. That motherfucker a homosexual. I know it was bitches showing up for the Night Stalker. That fool had a fan base of chicks. But it's just some weird ass chicks and shit. Weird broads out here, man. You see broads who become the wives of motherfuckers that locked away in prison. Hear they crimes and all that shit, want to be with the motherfuckers. It's some weird motherfuckers. You got the Adam22 type weird shit going on, and you got these type of weird motherfucking situation. But it'd be a lot of these broads. They end up marrying these motherfuckers. Philip says, yeah, so that's some crazy stuff in our world, man. And you got to look, man, you got to be thinking. Just because those motherfuckers is no longer here don't mean it's not another motherfucker with the same characteristic as all these damn dudes who you be having to watch. They come off as regular ass people. I'm telling you, watch this shit and they be the fucked up thing. It's like, damn, y'all let them get away with this shit so you can write books on these motherfuckers? They be gore flying, highlighting these pussy ass people. And then some old bitch made prosecutor cut a deal. If I was a family member of a victim, I will be on trial my goddamn self. How dare you sit there and cut a fucking deal with a motherfucking dude? That's even like looking at, I was listening to Rich Porter's sister shit. And she was looking at her shit when she heard that they gave that fool Alpo 35 years. About how it infuriated them. That he'd sit in front of a fucking prosecutor for this prosecutor to hear him talk about murdering a bunch of motherfuckers. And you don't get this rat motherfucking opportunity to go back to the streets because he done rat on somebody that you want that he committed murders with. I get the fuck out of here. I see why people go out and punish rats and shit. Well, at least they be acting like they do. And then Steph says Dexter looking at his fam. And then Philip A says probably active right now. Says that nobody knows it. Hell no. Nah. But no, people know it because you seeing people popping up dead. It's some way out people out here. It's some people who knows what's going on in their minds. You can look at people and tell when something ain't there and shit. You look at people. You've been around people. You have watched people slip mentally and go into dark spaces and shit. And then Deshaun says what video says what's up, go young DJ? Hold on, give me a second. Says what video was you gonna say about that Stockton shooting? Says I seen a 14-year-old father talk earlier. Yeah, I saw him yesterday talking and breaking out. Like I said yesterday, that shit then it put tears in my eyes seeing that shit. And then they showed the 8-year-old girl. That shit then it brought tears to my eyes seeing that shit. But it was the police arrested the damn dude who I think his sister threw the party. He got arrested because he was on parole or something. And saying they was too busy arresting them rather than going in and getting them kids and shit. Like, it's just, these cops just be pieces of fucking shit. But go ahead, go young DJ. I put your background on mute because it was noise coming through. Go ahead. Yeah, no, Alpo is definitely a serial killer. He's definitely a serial killer. Shit, we grow up around serial killers. We just fuck around, call these niggas shooters and be praising these punk ass motherfuckers. Go ahead.
Yo, can you hear me good?
Yeah. You got it, but you got background noise. I don't know if it's a fan, but it's all good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm driving this shit. Hold on, let me see if I can close out this YouTube. Maybe that'll help.
No, it's good. Go ahead.
Yeah, shit. First, I wanted to say it's a serial killer that a lot of people don't know about, and he was a construction worker, and that motherfucker was kidnapping kids, and I think he was raping them too, and he was killing them and burying them under the freeways. So, them freeways in LA is still a lot of unfound kids that's probably buried up under there that people don't even know about. And this motherfucker went to jail, and he didn't really he didn't give up that information on which kids he had killed. I think he got caught for like maybe one or two, and they recovered like maybe one or two. But this motherfucker built like multiple freeways out there and was just some sadistic shit, just buried them under the freeway. But shit, I wanted to go back to talk about that. Hello, what
No,
the
go ahead,
fuck?
go ahead.
Something came up on my shit on my phone. Um, so
Oh, you
but
about
the
the
Adam
Adam
20,
22 shit.
yeah, the Adam 22 shit, right? Like, I don't. I don't understand why we hold this dude to our standard. Just because he's in a hip hop space, he's not one of us. Our morals and ethics is not like his. Like, we keep forgetting that he's white. He's a Caucasian man. This is what they do. They like to see their girl get fucked by a black man. Way back in time from fucking slavery, they was into that shit. And the broads like it. And they've been into this shit. Not only that, he's not a regular dude. Like, they not a regular couple. Like, you can't hold them to like the square shit that everybody else lives, the square lifestyle, square relationship. They've been having threesomes, foursomes, fivesomes. He been fucking other bitches. They've been having threesomes together with other broads. Like, it, in a natural progression of things, of course she gonna be like, it's my turn. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is just like, that's what they do. Like, how could you not expect them? How could you not expect him to be who he is, to be his culture, to be his people? Like, he not black, he not a nigga. Yeah, we gonna look at each other crazy, like, nigga, you doing that type of shit. But the white man, that's what they do. That's what they into. It's always been like that. And like, me personally, I don't give a shit what nobody do in their bedroom, right? Like, I can really care less. I don't give a fuck if you into motherfucking jumping off of dressers or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But it's like all the same shit. Like, I'm not into none of that. I'm not into none of that type of shit, right? Like, I never been into like running trains on bros. That was never my thing. I always thought that shit was weird. You in a room with another dude naked and y'all both fucking on one bra. Like, that's weird to me. Like, niggas be like, oh, but we not looking at each other. We don't know no gay shit. Nigga, are you fucking her with your eyes closed? Cause that nigga is right there doing the same thing you doing. And nigga, it's nigga, even if you just looking at her, the nigga is right there. Like, a nigga can accidentally do something, accidentally bump into a nigga and all. Like, that's just weird to me. So to me, it's on the same thing. Like, if you were, even whether it's your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, whatever, if you would be in a room with a dude having a running a train on a broad, what's the difference than a dude, her husband sitting in a corner watching y'all fuck? It's another dude in the room. Like, and
Man, I
what
done
if he's
ran through
fully,
I done ran
huh?
through a lot of bitches doing
That shit always been weird. I had the opportunity. I done had niggas like, hey, I was like, nigga, I'm good. Like, y'all do that shit. I'm straight. Like dudes always be talking about like how they dick got them in trouble. Which, like, my dick never got me in trouble. I never thought with my dick ever. Like, and certain shit was just like, it was a little jump offs. Like, I'm talking way back to like middle school. I remember the homies was just thrashing this one bro, just swapping her, flopping her, dipping and flipping her. I'm like, that niggas invited, hey, come to the house after school and we gon' I said, nigga, I'm cool. Like, why would I want to do that? Like, that's weird. Like, I'm straight. Like, even I made a promise to myself a long time ago because of the things that I seen happen. I said I will never fall out with one of my homies behind no brawl because I seen my homies fall out like that behind brawl. So if even if a homie, I'm not running behind him year later, year straight. Like, that's weird to me. Like, you want another man to take his drugs off, and then you're gonna do the same thing he was doing. Even as a side, niggas be like, oh, I'm a side nigga. Nigga, side just for bitches and for dishes, nigga. You ain't no such thing as no fucking side dude. You know she got a man home doing all that filthy
Wait,
raw
you
shit.
break you
And
breaking
then
up
you
some.
gonna fuck with her after that? You gonna
You,
kiss her in
you,
the
yeah, bro, you broke up a little bit. Go back. You probably gotta go back like 10 seconds on what you
okay,
said.
yeah. Nah, yeah, I was saying, even like for niggas talking about he a side dude, you know she got a man at home. You know they at home doing all kind of raw dog type of shit. And then you gonna tell her to come to your house after that, and you gonna kiss her in the mouth, and you gonna stick your dick the same place his dick just came out of? That's weird to me. To me, like, but if you into it, like, that's your thing. Like I said, I don't judge what people do. I just know certain shit is not for me. If a broad was like, I got a boyfriend, I'm cool. And I'm in plenty of I try to holler at that was bad. Hey, what's happening? Oh, I got a man, and I'm cool. Do your thing. Like, y'all keep that over there. Like, stay with your man. That's way more respectable. Like, I'm not finna be no side dude. Like, I'm not finna be fucking on you while your dude is fucking on you. Like, it's just weird. And then my last point is like, what's the difference of what Adam22 does and what a pimp does? He gonna sit there broad out there, she gonna make her little tapes or whatever, they gonna get paid, they gonna make millions. A pimp, let me turn this fucking thing off, my bad.
Man, a pimp
It's
ain't
fucking
doing
beeping.
nothing Adam22
All
doing.
right, okay, everything is not the same, but I'm talking about generally, right? What does a pimp do? He send that broad outside, and she is going to have sex with strangers, total strangers, with no test. You have to have faith in that broad and trust that prostitute, your hoe, enough that she's gonna use a condom. That's it. It's all off faith. That condom could still break. She's out there literally with strangers standing on a corner or inside of a casino, and she's having sex with total strangers, bringing the money back to you. And then, like,
That ain't
people
your
got
bitch.
this. It
That
is
ain't
your
your
bitch.
bitch. No, it
If
ain't.
that bitch is going, if that bitch is going out every single
No,
day,
that's some diff.
seduce.
That
Wait,
ain't
wait, hold
pimping.
on. Let me finish.
That's
That's pimping.
that's
That's pimping.
boyfriend pimping. No,
No,
that
it's
ain't no
not
real.
boyfriend pimping. Let me explain. Let me explain it to you.
Man, go ahead.
That
That shit ain't
I'm
pimping.
telling you what God love, and that's the truth. And that broad is going out every single day, seducing and reducing strangers, bringing the gift back to you, which is the money. If that broad could be kidnapped at any time, she could be killed at any time, and she's risking her life to get your money. How could you not love that broad? How is that not your broad? Riddle me this. If you got one broad, two balls, three hoes, three prostitutes, and you a pimp, and that broad is going out getting your money doing what you supposed to do, who the fuck is supposed to be your woman? You supposed to go get a girlfriend that got a regular job, and these bitches is outside putting their life in danger for you every day? That's not how this shit goes. That's called chipping. And you will lose all your hoes doing some shit like that, free fucking, when you got hoes out here getting money for you every night and you fucking on some random square broad that ain't doing nothing, sitting behind the desk, ain't giving you now dollar. That nigga, what do you think? Who a pimp supposed to have kids with? His hoes. Who he supposed to have a family with? His hoes. He not supposed to have no other broad, some little broad up here working at Walmart, and he got hoes bringing him thousands of dollars a night. Like, I don't know where dudes get that shit from, and where you think that that's how the pimp game go, but that's not how that shit go. The only women you messing with, you intimate with, you doing any of that with, is them prostitutes that you send out that door. So it's the same exact thing, because they
No, it's
having
not, bro.
Man,
sex
these
with
niggas ain't
That ain't the
strangers.
same
nowhere
shit, bro.
fucking close to
Ain't
the
nobody,
fucking Adam 20.
ain't
Hold on.
nobody marrying
Let
no
me say this. Let
prostitute,
me
bro.
say
You
this.
talking
Yeah, ain't
crazy, bro.
nobody
Wait,
close to the.
who's
No,
not
no, no.
marrying a
Hold on, DJ,
prostitute?
because you've been going for a while.
Okay.
Ain't nobody close to doing nothing this weird motherfucker Adam22 do. Ain't no pimp doing that shit. Do pimps fuck on some of their broads? Absolutely. Are they in
No.
love with them bitches? Absolutely not. Do some niggas out here in this new age of weird pimping send them they girlfriends who they with to go out there and hold? Yeah, they do. Them niggas ain't real pimps. But go ahead, Pit, and then we'll pass it around. Like, I don't
Yeah,
rock
but
with that weird shit
yeah,
Adam
that's
22.
not, that ain't even close to being related because the pimp got complete control. Adam 22 got no control in this shit. That's so he's not a fucking pimp. There ain't no association to the shit he doing. He just a sucker. So there ain't no comparison. Ain't no pimp marrying no woman, and that's the only woman that he got, and she dictating what she doing. That's not how none of that shit goes. So that's a crazy analogy. Wanted to bring up some other shit that's kind of related. Look, this is the holiday season, people kind of stressed out. They got shit going on. For people who got mental illness and shit going on, go get you somewhere and get yourself checked out. It's the time of year where people have breakdowns. They got all kind of shit going down. I know people very busy. They got a lot of shit going on. You feel yourself slipping a little bit, go get yourself looked at. Because this is the time when people get super stressed out and people get overwhelmed that already have those kind of situations going on. I'll pass around.
All right, go ahead, Foodie. And then we'll go back around. And then we'll go Brandon. Go ahead, Foodie.
Go back to Brandon. I'll be right back.
I just popped on. I don't know. I heard
Oh,
DJ talking
nigga,
pimp shit.
Whatever you got to state, so we can keep the shit going. We ain't asking questions. We talking.
Oh, I thought we was going to talk about 50 Cent and Puffy and that weird ass shit he did.
Yeah, we'll come back around to that. But go ahead, DJ.
Man, look, like I said before, before I said what I said everything is not the same, right? I'm not saying that Adam22 is a pimp. I'm saying as a generalization, a pimp do this because niggas be quick to call. Well, niggas call a lot of shit simp shit, right? And I'll be like, well, you can't be a pimp and a simp at the same time. So a pimp is sending his broad out to have sex with strangers. They still having sex with that woman. She's still coming home to him. I'm saying it in a generalization of that. It's the same like principle. Yeah, that's his wife. I know pimps that are married. You're not even supposed to be married in an active pimp, but I know active pimps that married a prostitute, and now they only got one prostitute because they married that bitch. And most bitches ain't gonna fuck with you if you already married to a bro, because that's looked down upon. But it's ones that still do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that all of that stuff is like it's the same thing. So you might as well just group it like all together. Like I said, it's a contradiction for a dude to be like, I was running trains on broads, and then be like, somebody is weird because he's sitting in a room with, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't sit in the room with the dude. With nigga, you was in the room with a whole nother naked dude that was getting his nut off. Like, y'all was doing the same shit. Like, that's weird. Contradiction. Like I said,
Breaking up.
You breaking up some.
Hey,
Reggie, am I good?
is he talking to you about how you be doing?
You broken up. Huh?
You talking about how you be running trains, Reggie?
Man, I used to slut bras out, but we ain't doing no homo shit. Ain't no butt ass naked shit going on when we run trains. A bitch, you gonna suck my dick. The homie gonna fuck is as simple as that. We ain't doing no Adam22 shit. Adam22 a weird motherfucker, a nasty.
I never been. I'm not.
Let me say this.
I'm not saying he not
Adam22 a nasty, sick motherfucker who will sit there with his clothes on in the corner with a naked ass dude watching him fuck his wife. That nigga's a nasty, sick, homosexual motherfucker.
I've heard this. I haven't seen. I've heard some shit, like some stories. The dudes,
About what?
but like when they tell me about like, there's different ways to do a train. Like I always felt like dude who's talking, I always felt like that was some homo shit. Like if you're all just sitting there with your dick out, just standing in line.
Tell us how to do it, then, Foodie.
If you sitting there waiting to wait your turn and you're all in the same room naked, that's one thing. Like a jerkle circle or a circle jerk or whatever. That's some homo shit to me.
That's homo shit. That's Adam22.
But if you got one bitch in the room and she in there and you go out and then another dude come in, I mean, I understand how men think. I mean, that's different. If the bitch gonna let y'all all fuck, I mean, that's different. But with Adam22, the way I say it, with him and his wife, they're just capitalists. You know what I'm saying? These dudes they start conversations like you're having right now. Him and his wife, they know, like they have an agreement to make money. Period. So I don't think it's a pimp and a hoe type of situation. I feel like it's an opportunist situation. They know how to work the internet. You know what I'm saying? They know how to get conversations going, and that just makes more money because motherfuckers are gonna be like, oh, I mean, because you make money off your haters and your supporters at the same time. So motherfuckers will go over there to see what she's doing with Blueface or whatever she's saying, just because they hate on her. Oh, they're gonna talk to her, but she's getting paid, and Adam's getting paid at the same time. Just like with Mayweather or whatever, he got paid off the people who hated him and loved him at the same time. So people sitting up here talking about and judging him, they don't give a fuck about you judging them. They making money, a lot of fucking money, more money than the motherfuckers who's sitting here talking about him. That's all I can say about it.
He's still a nasty ass, sick hoe ass nigga to sit in the corner.
I'm gonna say that you
watch his wife take fucking dick to her motherfucking mouth and ass. That nigga weird. I ain't just fine regardless of what kind of capitalist shit he on.
Yeah, that's
hey, Foodie, you describe.
He's not looking for your justification. He don't give a fuck how you feel about it.
You describe.
I ain't worried. I'm giving an opinion. I don't give a fuck if he listen or not. Shit.
You describe a toss up. Like it's a difference between train and toss up. What Reggie do, what DJ called him was filthy. you know, DJ said dudes who run trains is nasty, but the way you described it, the way you described the foodie is like toss up, like how you fuck the whole football team or how you get jumped into a game,
Right.
like one dude like that, you know, like the proper way to get
Fucking
fucked.
everybody.
Like, yeah, like one dude go in the room, and then if you don't like him, you could kick him out. You could be like, no, I don't
not
like
even
him.
liking him. She just everybody know what she there for.
Yeah, foodie.
Everybody's there doing the same thing. You know, everybody's with it. You know what I'm saying?
So so the way Reggie did it was improper.
But dude's not built to be with no sex worker, bro. That's the other. Like the other thing is, dude's not really built to be with no sex worker.
Now you know how to do it. Foodie
They
just
are.
told you how to do it.
Dudes.
No,
Foodie told you how to do it. Don't do that.
No. The average dude. The average dude
No, but hold up.
be with a sex worker, but
No. Hold up.
dudes
But
that
I'm not talking about.
Hold on, let me get his point.
Hold on, let me finish. What I'm saying is like it's more average dudes than it is them dudes that the dudes that's okay with that. They got something wrong in their head. The average dude want his woman. Yeah, the average dude want his woman to himself. He don't even want nobody to see them OnlyFans pictures of her bent over with his bust wide open with no lingerie on. Dudes got problems with that. Let alone for her doing OnlyFans, porn, actually turning tricks, all of that. That's not normal behavior for a man to be okay with that shit. These dudes got some other shit going on in their head where like Red's talking about Adam22, they're fucked up in the head. That's not normal shit. And all this other parallels that are being drawn to these people.
No, you can't cut him off. Let him get his point all the way out.
I want to say that we can't let Reg off the hook, but go ahead.
No, Red's going to explain it because y'all be...
No, Red's right. No, Red's right. Them dudes got...
Y'all believe everything like homos.
I'm just giving Reg
y'all believe everything like homos. I do shit.
No, it's not normal.
You're right.
I'll go with Pitt, but I do my shit in plain ways. We don't do no homo shit, and we don't...
No, I'm not saying... I'm saying what he was talking about. No, I only brought Reggie up in the...
As a whole, we gonna push to the limit to see how much shit she do.
I wasn't talking about the train. I was talking about when he was saying there's something wrong with Adam22. Yeah, I was saying something wrong with Adam22 for him to be letting his wife do all that crazy shit. That's not normal behavior. Like you always gonna find an exception to the rule in every stupid scenario. You always gonna find an exception to that. But for the average person, that whatever class of man it is, that's not some acceptable shit. Unless you really got some fucked up shit with you, and you're gonna be studied, you're gonna be documented. We're gonna talk about you, but that's not normal behavior.
Yeah, all pimps are not normal. A real pimp is not a normal thinking person. You know
exactly.
Like,
but
he's
look,
got trauma. He's coming from a place of trauma.
Ain't no trauma, nigga get some money.
It is indeed a place of trauma, whether the nigga wants to accept it or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, most pimps have been hoes at some point in their life.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Wait, what? You said most pimps have been hoes?
Yes.
What does
you
that
mean? They got molested. They got molested.
No, I didn't say that. That's Brandon saying. I'm just saying they learned the game from somewhere. You don't sit there. You're not just a normal person born into this world in a loving family, and you just, hey, you know what? I think I'm gonna try this. No,
that's not true.
Listen.
That's not true.
I like to say, look.
And this is according to Iceberg Slim. So
you talking about a book. You're talking about a book.
Heidi Fleiss was a pimp too. Heidi Fleiss was a pimp.
I came up in the area. I'm from a neighborhood that produced a lot of pimps. I know pimps personally. I can pick up the phone right now. I have done this before.
You can ignore Brandon, but he from the bloodlines. There's a lot of pimps over there. They don't know.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying, nigga? I ain't gotta lie about nothing. Niggas always think I'm lying. I come from an area. I grew up seeing that, right?
I'm not talking about sexual trauma. That was Brandon who brought that up.
But no. But you said they was hoes at one point. Like that don't even make no sense.
You don't have to be a sexual hoe. You could be a hoe. Like, look, listen. You've given it up. You've given your power up to somebody at some point, not knowing that you were doing that. So you learned the game from somebody somewhere.
Listen, let me explain.
Hey, Reggie, don't be out here giving your power, Reggie, not knowing you're doing that. Don't do that,
Reggie. Let me finish my point.
Go ahead,
I know pimps as well as prostitutes that came from double parent homes, that have college degrees, that have everything that you would classify as successful. It's not monolithic. Then how could you say that? That they've been a hoe at some point and they got trauma and all of that. Like
you don't know where
every person in the world got trauma.
Trauma to pimp nobody at all. Like I disagree with that.
It's a
You
street
talking about what you read
lifestyle.
off the book?
Yeah, that's a book. I'm talking about real life experience. It's a street lifestyle. The fast money is what attracts most people to it.
It's like
Yeah,
selling
but there are a lot
drugs.
of ways to
It's
Everybody,
a
make fast
everybody
lifestyle.
money,
don't
though.
want to go. Everybody don't want to go punch a clock and be the white man's bottom bitch. They
But
rather
there are
just
lots
go
of
get
ways
it
to
out
make
the
fast
street.
money. I mean, you could pull licks, you could do all kind of things,
Exactly.
but they choose
Okay,
that because they learn the game from being gamed on.
no, listen. Look at
That ain't
this.
true. You got girls
This
that
is
are
what I always say.
offer for you to be on that shit. Like I say, when me and
This,
my boys gonna be on that shit, we had a bitch who wanted to go out there.
She's
hey,
It's a
being
hey,
lot
riddle
of
me
chicks who
this.
go out there.
Hey, riddle me this.
So what you do? Stand on the
What's
corner, Reg, and
harder?
pretend. What you do? Stand on the corner and pretend.
No,
Hey,
you
look.
sit in the car. You ain't gonna stand on no
Hey,
corner.
riddle me this. What's harder and what's more dangerous? For you to have to sell drugs and you gotta re-up. You gotta take the money to the plug. The plug gotta give you
Sell
the
drugs
money.
is more
You gotta
dangerous.
worry. You gotta worry about a motherfucker robbing you for some drugs. Or standing out on the street corner selling some pussy. You ain't gotta re-up. You ain't gonna run out of pussy. You ain't got to worry about none of them
Now
things.
you
If
do.
you
You gotta
even
let
if
that pussy bleed for about
nah,
5
you ain't got
days.
nah,
So she
fuck
out
no.
No,
one.
no.
That
Let's everybody get their points out without cutting them off. Go ahead.
it's bras that be out there and today 8 months pregnant, and that shit don't hurt nothing. Like it's way easier for that. It's way safer. Even if you go to jail, you will get a ticket. You will be out the next day. You don't have to worry about 30, 40 years as a prostitute. You only got to worry about that as a pimp. I remember the pimp told me one time the police pulled up to the hostro. He said, "Who ain't got no pimp out here?" Some bras raised their hand. He said, "Everybody who raised their hand, you going to jail." He said, "If you're gonna be out here, you gonna have some representation. Somebody gonna be responsible for you because when you got renegades, you should nobody responsible for them. They out there out of bounds. That's how they end up getting killed and shit like that." I've seen them be like, "Did you see the? It's a video on social media going around right now. Hey, the police pull up on the prostitutes. Hey, the kids is about to get out of school. Just have your daddy come pick you up." The bitches is laughing. They just say, "Okay, like go down Figueroa one day. You're gonna see them out there, broad daylight, nighttime, everything." And it's because I don't want to say they're not doing nothing wrong, but it's like it's not that dangerous to where they cracking down on everybody, just gonna throw everybody in jail and shit like
Well,
that.
they are because motherfuckers got RICO cases right now.
Yeah, yeah, because they have
That's
minors.
that
There's
dude fuck
minors
with the
involved.
minors. Yeah, they
Yeah.
ain't
Well,
with
that's the
shit.
main product. Like, so what are you talking about?
No, no, it's not. A lot of them
It
No,
girls
is
it's
ain't
not.
indeed.
a lot of them
It
girls
No,
ain't
it's
is.
being
not.
pimped. No, it's
It's
not.
It
not.
is. It
If
No,
you
is.
go to the
It
blade
is.
right now
a
and
lot
you
of
see
Motherfuckers don't
some
girls out
start
young
there.
out.
girls,
Motherfuckers
A
don't
lot
start
of
out
girls out
with.
there on
Hold
their
on. Hold
own.
on. Hold on.
You
Motherfuckers
just
don't
making
start
up
out
shit.
like you said. They come from a 2 parent household and all kinds. People fall down in life. Motherfuckers, and it's easier to get. This is the thing. There's two things that attract people to life. Or a few things. Of
Tell
course,
us,
drug
Booty.
abuse.
Tell us.
Drug abuse, drug addiction. That's just a crack whore. That's not even like nothing.
That's
You ain't
not
gonna
you.
get no
That's not
money off of
you.
her.
that's two
She just
different
That's not you.
things.
okay. Then there's
Like, you ain't even
when you're
well
young.
versed
Hold
in
on,
this shit,
you're
Cody.
not
You
letting me
just be
talk though.
spewing out
Yeah.
TV related shit.
So
You heard shit on
it's
TV and
easier to
you
get
regurgitating.
somebody. The thing is, the main product, and it's not that a pimp is looking for the main product. It's that they know what's gonna sell the most. And unfortunately, there's a lot of sick motherfuckers out there. They would rather be with a young chick, a really
Cap.
young chick.
That's not
You know what I'm
true.
saying? It is. They don't want no older chick
Cap.
because the
That's a
older chicks know
lie.
the game much better.
Let me tell you
The
what they
older chicks,
not doing.
the
Let
older
me tell
Cody,
you
chicks
what
know
they
you
the
just
not
game much
doing.
Cody,
better.
you pulling that shit
Let
out
me
your
tell
ass.
you, let me tell you what they not doing. They not asking for no fucking ID. They
Of
not asking you,
course.
"Hey, you 15? Oh, okay,
Of course
drop in."
not.
They not nobody. A young girl is not telling her age. Most of the time, they out there with a fake ID, and nobody knows that they underage. Like y'all, you
But
saying
they know
shit
that
that
it's
you
not
seen on
grown.
TV and on the
Yeah, but the
news.
thing is
That's
that they're
not
not
how it
looking
works
for
in the
somebody
real
who looks
world.
older.
It's not even
You could,
tolerated. I've
that's
seen
what they
niggas
want.
get
They're
beat
looking
up
for
and
somebody
dragged
who's
off the
young.
street.
They're
I've
not
seen
looking for
niggas get.
somebody who looks
I've
older.
seen niggas that had minors outside and niggas
Yeah.
knew, and they beat the dog shit out of them and dragged them off the street. I've seen girls get at that young girl that was on the street and said, you got to get the fuck out of here. You know why? Because they making a block hop for everybody else as well. And it's not condoned. That's not something that everybody champions, everybody claps their hands for. Nobody wants minors out there. You will go to jail, you'll get a RICO,
That's
and then when you go
bullshit.
to jail, they will stab your ass in jail because
Like
you
you
got a
just
minor on
said,
your
they
case.
don't look for IDs out there.
I'm
But they
talking
do
about
look for girls who
tricks.
look young
Tricks
because
are
they
not
know that
pulling
the
up.
People are
Johns want
knowing
the
they
girls who look
targeting.
young.
Foodie, ain't nobody trying to mess with no little girls. You
They
Tricks
feel
don't
are
give a
not
fuck
pulling
if
up
she
asking for
young or not. They
ID.
only give a fuck if she's selling the pussy. She making money.
no.
That's not
And these,
true.
it is.
Oh my
Foodie,
God.
where you
Only
get
the
this shit
white
from?
guys looking for
Where
Foodie
you
the
act
pick
like
this
she
baller
shit up
bought
girl.
some
from, Foodie?
pussy. Foodie bought some pussy on the street before. She knows.
Nah, she just making this
Clock, clock,
shit
clock,
up.
clock, clock.
That's how
You
she
say the
knows.
same shit every time. All the time. Get
Like
some
that,
new
that
material.
ain't always the case. Like with them, it ain't pimps always pulling them as much as they try to push that shit on them. You get a lot of these girls out here doing their own shit. A lot of girls going into that life. Ain't nobody forcing
Yeah,
them
but
into
those aren't
it.
the girls that are out there on the strip. Those are the girls who are out
Those
there
are
doing it
girls
on the
out there on
internet.
the strip.
No, they're
Those are
doing it on
girls
the
who,
internet. They're doing it on the
man, you don't
internet. You
know
don't
what
need
the
no
fuck you
motherfucking pimp for
talking
that. You
about.
don't need no
You ain't
pimp for
never
that.
been around
You
none of
don't
this shit
know.
in your
You
life.
You
don't
never
need a
been
pimp for
outside.
that.
You ain't been around none
Yes,
of
you
this
do. You
shit.
need a pimp for everything. Pimps was made for hoes, so a hoe can have a man.
You don't need a pimp no
Cause a
more.
regular nigga,
Yes,
That's
you
the
do.
whole
you
thing. That's the
always
whole
need a
You
reason why
pimp.
need
you
You
one.
got fucking
always need
You
a
need
pimp.
OnlyFans. You
one.
don't need no
You
pimp no
always
more.
need a
You
pimp.
do.
And what she
You
gonna
do
do when she
not.
make all that money on
You
OnlyFans?
do
She gonna
though.
spend that shit. You gonna need a pimp, 25/8.
You don't need a pimp no
You
more.
need
How
one.
come
You
you don't
out of
need a pimp
Okay.
control
no
now.
more?
You need
You
one.
don't even know how to. You don't even know how to get a man. How you gonna get that rich man? How you gonna break him for all he
What
got
you talking about,
rather
rich
than
man? Rich
just
men don't have to go on the fucking strip. They got escorts.
nigga? We live in me and Reggie live in Las Vegas. It's the
I
same
don't give a
fucking
fuck
thing.
where
They
you
go
live.
to the
I'm just saying,
casino.
rich
They
men
go
don't
to the
go on the
casino.
fucking strip. They ain't
Yes,
gonna
they
get
Nah, they
no.
ain't.
What?
Niggas who got real money
have
is
you
Did she
ever
going
heard
on
say
of
the
Hugh
rich
Nah,
strip.
they
men
ain't.
don't go
Jackman?
on the
Brody,
strip?
hey,
The
Ever
new
heard
Brody,
of
Say
Hugh
that.
The
Jackman?
rich
Did
men
she
are
Brody,
just
going
say
on
that?
Brody,
the
Did
Brody,
internet
Brody,
and
did she
getting.
say
Brody,
that?
you just love to argue. I think you should just sit back and listen
Yeah,
for a
that's
little bit.
Exactly.
No,
You
it's
ain't
what you
never
No,
think
heard.
no,
is you
I think
think
you
you
should
know
listen
better
for a
than
little
me.
bit.
Do you
Brody,
know
You
who
think you
Hugh
know better
Jackman
than me.
is?
Brody, I think you should listen a little bit because you just be
hold
talking.
up.
You don't, you ain't well versed in every goddamn subject, and that's not
Yeah,
true. These
the
bitches
New England
sweat
Patriot
pussy all throughout that
owner.
damn casino.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hold up, the New England Patriot owner got arrested for going to a strip mall down here in Florida, doing the same shit that he talking about. So like that happens with all levels of men. They
Man,
all do it different levels. You can't. There ain't no fucking moniker on what the fuck they look like, and you never know what these people look like. That's why they so secretive when they got tapes, when they got video, all that extortion shit work because they keep that image up because they have the image portrayed of not being those people who actually doing the shit. That's what they telling us.
Yeah, these
listen. You
motherfuckers
you
at
ever
every
heard?
level buying pussy.
Exactly.
Regard, it's probably rich
Exactly.
niggas pulling up on blades picking up pussy.
Look, you never heard. Y'all never heard of Hugh Jackman, the actor?
Shit,
Play
Eddie
Wolverine.
Murphy,
Yeah,
He
all
Prince
pulled.
these
retired.
niggas.
He pulled up. He pulled
Nah, Eddie
up
Murphy was
in
picking
Los
up dudes though.
Angeles.
Eddie
He put
Murphy,
up in
all
Los
of them.
Angeles,
Shit,
He was
California,
picking up
and picked
dudes
up a
though.
broad.
That's a
Dressed with
long time
wigs
ago,
on.
man.
they
A
That's
long
still
like
do
time
it
fucking
ago.
20
today.
years
That
ago.
shit ain't
I'm
stopped
telling
back
you.
then.
But
They
things have
still doing it.
changed, though. You
It's
guys are not.
no, it ain't.
That's the
It's
thing.
probably
When I
nigga
talk to
right
you
No, it
guys,
now.
you
ain't,
don't
It's
understand
some
Booty.
how
other
things have
nigga right
changed.
now pulling
Nothing
up
ain't
some old.
changed.
Like, come on, you ain't versed
No,
in
no,
this
I'm
shit.
selling
telling
pussy
you
ain't
right
changed.
now. I'm
Men
telling
wanting
you,
pussy ain't changed, but the game has changed.
it has
Nah, it's the
not.
And
same.
the
Are you
It
reason
has
talking
not
why
changed
that well
one
OnlyFans?
then
bit.
why you motherfuckers are getting caught up
It
on
ain't
RICO
changed. It's
charges,
just different
motherfuckers, if the
avenues.
game
Soon
has
as,
not
soon as the
changed.
internet look, the internet slow down. Where you think girls gonna go back to? The internet's slow right now.
Yep.
It's not snow right now. You
No, the
And
just
when
sit
the
there.
internet's
internet
Hold on,
slow.
hold
break
on, hold
down,
on, hold on. You telling me that the internet's no, we're slow and we're on the internet talking about Adam22 and his wife selling pussy on the internet.
what they got to do
That's
with
your whole
buying
fucking
What that
pussy?
got to
topic
do
right
with
now.
actual
Ain't got
making
nothing to do
money
with
selling
anybody
pussy?
else. The
But
internet
you
is
said
still
it's slow.
slow. It
You
is.
know,
It is.
you ever
Only
heard of
girls,
Backpage?
OnlyFans is
You ever
slow
heard
right
of
now.
Backpage? You ever heard of
It's slowed
Backpage?
down.
That doesn't work no more. It's
Exactly. They
Backpage.
shut it down. So what that mean?
OnlyFans is
That
the
mean
new
hoes
Backpage.
lost all of
A
that
lot of people ain't
clientele.
paying that money on OnlyFans. You
OnlyFans
see
is the
all
new
look
Backpage.
at what these girls
Y'all
No,
charging
it's
niggas
these
is
not.
OnlyFans.
lame and
No,
slow.
it's not.
these
You
girls
was
is
fucking
charging
on
low
back
ass
page.
money on that OnlyFans shit now.
But you
Not
know why
all of them.
OnlyFans works? You
A
know why
lot of them.
OnlyFans works? Because $25 times 2,500 people adds up. You could touch 2,000 people, or you could touch 100,000 people, 1,000,000 people from OnlyFans. You could charge $1 a month and have 1,000,000 subscribers. That's $1,000,000 a month. You
That's
can't
why
really
you think it
sell that
works.
much pussy outside.
No face, no case, Foodie.
Well,
That's
the reason
exactly
why I
how it
feel like
works.
it works is because motherfuckers don't get out there and mingle in
But
person anymore.
you feel like it works.
Well,
We
that's
know you're
what you
talking
feel.
about
You
somebody
okay? You
that's
you you
really
super pimp.
outside.
You super pimp. I
I'm
didn't
really
know I was online
outside.
with super pimp right now. You know all the shit. Okay, I'm
Exactly.
gonna sit back
Thank
and be
you. Thank
quiet.
you for giving me my
Let me
props.
sit.
Copy,
Let
Thank
me
you. I
man.
sit back.
appreciate
Let me
that.
sit back and learn the
Listen,
game because I
exactly.
ain't got to
I
get
will
out there.
teach
You
you
know,
the game. If you really want to know, I will teach
I
you.
don't need to
As a
know.
man, I don't talk about nothing I don't know. If I don't know, I just tell you I don't really know
Okay,
about that. I'm not well versed in it. But when I'm
Yeah,
okay,
talk
telling you
that tough
something,
shit.
you
Talk
can
that
take it
tough
as
shit,
fact.
DJ.
I
You can
got you.
take that shit as fact. I
No
was
problem.
raised by pimps.
See
I
if
didn't want
she'll
to be
go.
like a
See
nigga
if she'll
when I
go,
was a
DJ.
kid. When I was a kid, I didn't want to be like the nigga that was shooting people. I didn't want to be like the shooters, the drug dealer, nothing like that. I gravitated towards the pimps
What you think,
because
DJ?
it was
Just by
niggas with
talking to
balls.
her, is she a goer? Can you get her to go or
Anybody,
what?
any woman is a goer. You just got to catch them at the right time and have the right game. She just really got to fuck with you. If you really want to fuck with some pimping, it's a pimping outside. You dig what I'm saying? And you can
Yeah.
really, that little job you got, yeah, you can put that little 2 week notice saying, baby, and you can put on them heels and do it big for a real one
Talk
right
that
there on
talk.
Fig, baby.
Yes.
And we can really get some money. You know what I'm saying? I done seen Brock make $30,000 in a week, 2 weeks, a month. 80,000. I know about that right up $80,000. I done seen draws run up $100,000 to $200,000 and get out the game. And they got businesses now. I know abroad they got a gym. I know abroad they got a restaurant. All
What you
off that.
gonna
And I
do,
know
fool?
some
You gonna get
and
out
I
or
know
what? You
some
trying to
great
get you out the
pimps.
game. You
I
Yeah,
there?
know
but that
pimp.
don't take no pimping. All that takes is the woman getting with the right man.
The one
She don't
the
need a pimp.
woman, listen.
That's
Okay,
Because the thing,
pimping.
okay,
hold
listen to
on,
this.
hold
Listen
on.
to this.
Y'all keep talking, but you ain't listening.
Listen
You
to nothing.
motherfuckers get on the
Talking
line. You
about
get
nothing.
online talking about gold diggers, and you talk about well, what do you think she's doing to that nigga? She pimping that motherfucker. She getting all the money she can get out of him, and she
Oh
don't have to
my
fuck a
God.
bunch of different dudes to get that money.
Oh my God. That's a
It's just,
beautiful fairy tale.
it's not a beautiful fair. It's a
That is a
reality.
beautiful fairy tale.
Okay, it doesn't. There's no
Even
such thing
abroad,
as a gold digger.
even
Y'all
abroad,
talk,
that
and you
guy.
talk about simps and all that kind of shit. There's no such thing as that.
I don't talk about that kind of shit. I can care less.
Right.
I know what I am.
Because you're a real pimp. You're a real player, right? So you
I
I'm a
don't know
understand
if
the
real
gold
game,
nigga.
diggers
right?
exist anymore, though.
I'm a real nigga. I ain't got no
You
titles. I'm
understand
just
the
a
game,
real
right?
nigga.
You understand that a
Absolutely, I
woman never
understand the
has
game.
to try.
I know the game like the back of my hand. You
You
feel me?
don't need the
But
game. You could be
you
a bitch
don't
with
need the
no
game.
arms.
This is what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
keep talking, but
Listen,
you ain't
Hey,
listening.
a
talk
female.
one at a time.
Hey,
One at a
DJ,
time.
she
So
a
y'all can get to
Okay.
renegade.
know each
Hey, DJ, she a
Yeah, she
renegade. You know what I mean?
exactly. It's like you gotta the winning games got the different. They got that evil spirit with them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
They
gotta
can't even
overlook her.
listen
She
to a
don't know
nigga.
no
You
better.
know what I'm saying? But it don't matter. Even if a female had $1 million, she was making $1 million a month. That don't mean she know what to do with it. That don't mean she know
She
like
don't
she's not
need
even
to
gonna
know
have
what
no
to do with it because it's
happiness.
not yours.
No, she
You don't
do.
need to
That's
know.
just like
You don't
look,
need
look.
to worry
Let
about
me
what she's
say
doing
this.
with her
Let me
money.
say this.
No,
That's
she
just
ain't
like
got
that.
no money. That's
And
pimping
look.
money.
Let me say this. That's just like that one girl. What's the girl talking about? She make all that money on OnlyFans. The take me out, meet me outside, little chick from Dr.
Yep.
Phil. She run her money to a nigga,
That's Barbie.
All of them
whatever her
do.
Yeah,
name
yeah,
is.
As they
yeah,
supposed
but the
to.
thing is that her mentality is broken. She don't know what the fuck to do because she's young
Look,
and she's
There's a lot of these
love in
girls,
all
man.
the wrong
any
When
places.
they
You
get
like that too.
older,
any
You like that too.
jaded ass chicks, yeah, they may feel that way. But
No,
then
not
after a while, that
older.
shit grows old.
I'm
look,
not jaded.
any
I want her to make her
anytime.
money. I want her to fucking game these niggas. I want her to do it, but she didn't do it right. Nobody taught her how to use her pussy right. She fell
Man,
in love with the
all
wrong
this
Hold up.
nigga
stuff
because
is
she
Tell
was
us
about
how.
going.
Tell us
She was
how,
going
then.
with the
Tell us
wrong.
how.
She was going after the wrong things at the wrong time. She didn't know what she was doing. She got too much
Listen,
too soon. But I'm saying there are women you don't understand, like women you don't see on Figueroa.
man. Them
Women
girls
you don't
want
see because
protection.
women
Them
that are in the
girls want that
professional
shit.
places. What do you think that what do you think that all these women who are with these older ass dudes like that fucking what's that coach that one nigga who's that old ass fucking dude 86 years old, his dick don't even get up no more. What do you think she do for her money? The thing is, this is the thing.
I bet
If
he
Who
you
you
keep
learn
talking
how
it
to
in
about?
her
tell them
mind.
I
Talking about
don't want the
Belichick.
money
Oh, you
Now
talking
because
about
let's talk
Coach
nigga,
about
Belichick?
Belichick.
huh?
That's their situation.
That shit
That's what I'm
works.
talking about. That's
nigga,
pimping
all
though.
Homeowner.
he
That's pimping on another level.
all he need is a half a pill. He let motherfucker
Yes.
stand up
He
on
don't
you.
need half a pill wouldn't do shit but make him piss better. He'll
Man,
piss better.
But
That's
he
all
know
that'll
what he
make him
getting
do.
out of.
anytime, listen, let me say this. Anytime a woman says that she don't need a man, she's broken. I
Well,
don't give a
no
fuck
one was
what
talking about
percent.
that. You bringing
Sorry,
it to
I
a
don't
whole
Foodie.
give a
nother
fuck.
thing.
You said it
We talking
earlier.
about
I don't
pimp. Well,
give a fuck.
let's keep it pimping,
Damn.
pimping.
Back.
Let's keep it
To keep
pimping.
it
Let's talk about
pimping in.
pimping.
You just said a woman don't need a hoe. A hoe
Cook,
don't need a
DJ.
pimp. At
She don't need a pimping. I mean, we
24/7.
talking about
I
man.
don't
A
give a
man and a
fuck
pimp are
what.
Hey,
two
hey,
different
hey,
things.
Cody,
A
hold
man,
on.
you gotta be a
Hey,
man
y'all gonna
before
go
you
back
a
and
pimp.
forth. Just let them talk and then pass it back to
Listen,
him.
you just said a man and a pimp
But
is
he
two
keeps
different things.
interrupting me.
I apologize. I don't want to interrupt you no more, but let me get this out. You just said a man and a pimp is two different things. You cannot be a pimp unless you a man. That's the only way you can be a pimp is you're a man first. A woman needs a man in every profession and every position. I don't give a fuck if you work at Taco Bell, if you
Goddamn
work at the
right.
bank, if you work at nigga. I don't give a fuck if you the president, if the first female president. She gonna need a motherfucking man, and a
You goddamn
prostitute gonna
right.
need one too, and a pimp was made so a hoe can have a man. It go together. A hoe can't have no fucking boyfriend, and that's what they try to do. That's why it's a gang of punk bitches in Vegas. They try to make a fucking boyfriend when they a fucking prostitute. You cannot go out here selling your pussy, giving it away to strangers that think you're gonna bring that money to a
Church.
boyfriend. That is for a pimp. You can't be out here alone. Who's responsible for you? Who teaches you? Y'all don't know shit about men. Period. Y'all
Church.
be y'all be on social media talking about what should I get my boyfriend for Christmas? Bitch, that's your nigga. We not in a relationship with him. How the fuck you don't know what to get him for Christmas? I ain't
Cook.
never seen a nigga say, what should I get my girl for a gift? Because we already know. You don't know how to get no motherfucking man. The man done came to you every single time. You ain't never had to motherfucking get down and dirty and pull out a motherfucking pen and a piece of paper and get a nigga number. Never. You wasn't taught how to keep a nigga, a man, period. These bitches out here ain't even married at all. Bitches get a baby and get dipped on. They don't know how to keep a man. You need a man at all times. Because if a nigga break in that house and try to get that ass, who you gonna run to? Because the police ain't gonna get there fast enough. I would never say I don't need a woman. I like the touch of a
Hey
woman, the
DJ, hey
smell of a
DJ,
woman.
they got a dog.
Yeah.
That dog gonna go, that dog.
Nigga,
You better get a dog.
nigga, they get chihuahuas. Nigga, they ain't gonna do shit. You kick that goddamn dog, and he gonna fly into the wall and die. You feel me? They
You
don't
hear
even
that,
get
Reggie? Don't
pit
get no
bulls and
ankle biter,
Rottweilers and
Reggie.
shit. Get them motherfucking ankle biters. That ain't no fucking protection, dog.
That's what
It's
Reggie
just
want.
Man,
preposterous for a
this
woman
nigga Brandon,
to ever
Brandon
say
want
they
to
don't
beat
need a
me
man.
so bad. This nigga, god damn.
Hey, you want one of them little pussy ass dogs,
Hey
little
man, we
ankle biter,
talking player shit. We ain't talking about
killer
no
dog. You
ass
got to get a
dog.
killer.
But no, keep cooking.
Oh
She done
yeah, but
ran off.
shit.
Like I
Oh,
say,
she left.
Booty don't be knowing
Oh,
what she be talking about, man. She pick up shit she didn't watch in the interview that pertains to whatever story somebody tell in the book
but
that pertains to
but
that book. Like
but that's the
it's a lot of factors that go into what leads a lot of these bras out here into that lifestyle. And ultimately, a lot of them be wanting a dude for protection, companionship. They all run back to that shit. Jaded ass broads who be on this fuck nigga shit. That shit only lasts for so goddamn long.
Facts.
exactly. Shit don't it don't make no sense though. I would like I said, as a man, I would never be like, I don't need no woman. So I like a woman around, a woman cooking for me. You know what I'm saying? I like a nice feminine woman. Baby, what you need? Do you need anything? I'll never forget dating an older girl for the first. I
Hey,
was
you let
like,
her make your plate, DJ?
hell yeah.
Okay, just making sure it ain't me. Go ahead.
I
No,
remember
no.
I remember the first time I was like, shit, I baby was like 18. She was like 21, 22. I went to this broad house, nigga. She started taking my shoes off. I said, what the fuck you doing? I had never experienced that before. I'm like, nigga, she taking care of a nigga. She was just
Told you. She said,
untying my
clean them
shoes,
stinking
taking them
ass feet
bitches
up.
off. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, dogs was barking around that motherfucker.
You
But
see,
she didn't
y'all
give
like
a
that
fuck.
shit. I know. Hey, this nigga who Brandon who want to be like me brought that shit up because I'm cool on that shit.
No, I just
So
be
what, like
taking a
that
poll.
service
I
shit?
just be taking a poll.
Yeah, I don't
Poll.
be liking that shit.
It's
Yeah.
not everybody's thing. You feel me? Different, like they talk that love language shit. Well, yeah, every men, they got different love languages. Some people is act. That's an act of service. You feel me? So like, it's not every man thing, but damn, some of these things like we
I like
need
them to
from a
get on.
woman.
I like them to get on their knees too when they serve me too. I just feel a certain way when I'm sitting on the couch. I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I like
Because
that.
as a man, where the fuck else you gonna get that from if you don't have no woman? Shit, you could buy a prostitute. That's why I'll be like, y'all be thinking y'all something special. Like nigga, pussy, you gonna buy some pussy for $100. Hit the blade. You know what I'm saying? Like you be acting like you so goddamn special, and they gotta put up with your headaches and shit. And it's just like the shit just makes no sense. Like you can't even sit there and listen to a man that's telling you he know how this world works. Uh, I have never asked a woman, "What do you
See, that's
think?"
why I
Or
be wanting me a hoe because of that shit we
Say,
just
Red,
brought
you
up.
wild.
No, it's the truth. You can't like bitches. You can't. You be at battle with them to even want to guide them like for their best interest.
exactly.
Like you got to put up. I'm cool on that shit. Give me a bitch that we can
Listen,
connect. We fuck. You go to your shit. I come to my shit.
That
I
don't
like
make her
it.
a hoe, Red. That don't make her a hoe.
No. I'm just using the terminology. I ain't saying like a
Okay.
whole like that. Just using the terminology.
yeah. But like even my girl, right? I done taught this bro everything she know. I done took her from nothing to something. And she'll still sit there and act like she doing me some fucking favor. And I'm like what the like? Who do you think you are? Who you talking to?
Yeah,
You
bitch,
the
I
one that
raised you. I like
I
that. I
raised
like
you. Your
that.
parents didn't do a good enough job. I raised you.
I do that
Or
too. I
like
do that too,
she
DJ.
is the one to this day. She asks me, "Hey, what does this mean? Hey, this company sent me this, or my job said, read this and tell me, interpret this. What does this mean? Or how do you feel about this? What do you think I should do in this instance? I don't do that. I handle my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll never ask you for guidance, for help, for nothing. I'll show you purposely that I don't need you for nothing. You think you're doing something because you washing some clothes? Bitch, I'm gonna wash these clothes from here on out. You ain't never gotta touch these clothes again. Don't trip. You ain't doing me no fucking favors. Like, stop that shit. I'm doing you a favor. When I met you, you was going to the casino, going to bars, getting drunk every night. You feel me? You had no fucking direction.
Damn,
I was
DJ.
in
Okay, we
college.
got you,
I
bro.
had
We
job. I
okay.
had oh shit. I started. My bad, nigga. I started to go off.
We
My
got you,
fault.
bro. We I'm
Yeah,
with you.
my
But
fault.
see
I
now, but
forgot
look,
y'all
look,
was
now
here,
go
nigga. I
right
thought I was
back
talking
in.
to her.
But look, it go right back into the point that I be telling these dudes on why I be on the shit I be on. Like I done been through attempting that kind of shit, but after so long, man, when you dealing with a chick that want to challenge you on everything, you got the best. I ain't got time for that. And it'd be
Feel you.
crazy that it'd be a lot of my old bitches who end up hitting me and talk about how they regret shit,
Ah,
how
all the
good a
time.
nigga was, and all that. And I'll be like, I'll be nice about it, but then in the background, I laugh at that shit.
All
But
the time.
I'll be like, I don't blame you. I'll be like, it's about the motherfuckers, like people say, who raised you. That's where y'all faults come from. Like these
Yeah,
bitches
you
be
don't want to raise the
smart.
bitch, Red. Red, you got to raise the bitch. You don't want to do that. You got to raise the bitch.
No, Brandon, trust me, I've done that shit.
Been
I've
there,
done that.
done that.
From broads who I ain't like treated like sluts and all that other shit. Broads who I made like my chicks. Trust me, I put the time in. And then you deal with the same shit. And it'd be like I say, I don't really blame these broads. It'd be about who raised
Blame
them.
their
The
parents.
I agree.
traumas they
I
come
agree.
through. And I'll be like, how long you gonna deal with that shit? You gotta cut it off. I'm not a dude that's about to argue with a chick all day. And then
Hell
cause
no.
I'll cuss the bitch out, tell her about herself, hurt her feelings. And then after that, it'd be like, I gotta cut this shit off. Like
Hey,
this
you
shit ain't
see,
going
you
Hey,
see,
nowhere.
DJ was up here talking that pimping shit. That female had to slide. That pimping was just too hot
it
and
was too
heavy.
strong from her. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
they
saying?
can't
Yeah,
take
run
that
from this
man
game.
talk.
And it ain't nothing but some good game. You feel me? This is the crazy part. Like I always tell bitches, right? Like, look, if you run in, like, why wouldn't you listen to me? I got your best interest at heart. Because
Yep.
if you run into a brick wall, who gotta save you? I gotta save you. So why the fuck would I give you some bad advice? It's just gonna make my life harder because you gonna run to me talking about you need help and you fucked up in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm telling you something, it's for the greater good of us. It's not shit not gonna benefit me. Like I'm gonna be straight without you. I'm gonna be straight regardless. So I hope you don't think that I'm with you for some fucking superficial reason because you got an ass that say hello before your mouth do and the toilet that ass that can fuck up a toilet seat, bitch. But it's ass out here everywhere. I'm telling you, the shit don't cost that much. As a man that got a career and make money, nigga, you can get pussy at any time of the day. Like I'm not even. And then after a certain age, like nigga, I'm not 16 no more. I can give a fuck. You know what I mean? You got to come with more than some pussy and some head. So
Yeah, on some real shit.
makes no sense. Like why not just listen? And then they can't even have a amicable conversation. You
Nope.
feel me? Just like it's just straight issues. And, like you don't even know what you're talking about. As a man, I've always been like that. Hey, I don't really know. I'm not too well versed in that area, but I can find out. But I'm not just gonna be talking about some shit I've never experienced. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I could pick up the phone and call Pence right now, have him on three way. I've done it before. You feel me? And be like, hey, tell me if this is true or not. You know what I'm saying? Like about the game and shit like that. Like, man, I was deep in it at a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come from it. So I wouldn't tell you nothing wrong. I wouldn't sit up here and tell you no lie. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a man need a woman in every situation and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you can do is go get you a fake man, which is a dyke. And nigga, you're gonna get fake results too. Because it's gonna cause for some situations gonna come about in life where you're gonna need a man and you're gonna wish you had a man.
Yeah, on the
But yeah,
real, man. But go ahead,
sometimes.
Brandon. You want to get on that 50 Cent shit.
Oh yeah, because I had saw Deuce. Deuce was saying he was feeling conflicted about it. On one hand, it was like get your money 50, and then on the other hand, it's like why you want to do that. My thing is, we know 50 reason behind it. He mad because his baby mama. My thing is, bro, why would you even want to stamp your name to that shit? The man locked up. He doing his time. It is what it is. Now you want to keep going. Like you want to make this something. And I don't understand it. I mean, ain't Puffy been a topic enough? I mean, goddamn, shit. Shouldn't we be talking about Trump, Bridget? I mean, excuse me, the goings on of the world. Excuse me, that slipped, Bridget. But I'm just saying.
No, keep cooking. Yeah, I haven't watched it, and I won't watch it because I don't. What is it to talk about in this shit? Maybe it's for a white audience. I don't know what the audience he intends to target on that one. I don't know what he gonna get. God his charges, the charges they wanted, none of them stick, and the dude gonna be getting out. So I mean, shit, he lived a weird life. Yo chick you got a kid with was involved in it. So
And he
it's
only
like,
got convicted of prostitution. He only got convicted of purchasing prostitution and carrying across the state line. So all the
Not a
shit
crime to
that's
buy
normal
pussy
shit.
though, is it? He gonna get
Yeah,
that
I
over
mean
there.
They should have got
that's what they
Cassidy.
did. That's what they did. That's what they did, B. That's the shit that they did. And the thing is nobody ever seen a picture, nobody seen the video. Only thing we seen on tape is that one video that's a video of a video. And they keep showing that thing of him beating up Cassie. That's all we keep seeing. It ain't got nothing to do with that party's experience that they
That's
keep
because
talking about. So
Cassidy's got
all
all the
that's
videos.
nah, she ain't got all no videos, bro.
She said she did.
well, they would have
Hey,
had it in
Bullshit.
court. They would have been
hey,
in
I'm gonna
court.
Ain't
say,
show none of it.
hey, I'm gonna say something, and y'all gonna think I'm lying. But if that nigga 50 Cent walked up to me right now and tried to be my friend, I bet nigga I'm cool. That nigga, he just not a good friend. All the niggas
I
he
agree.
ever, the only friend he still got is Yayo, and that's because Yayo is a sucker. He'll do whatever 50 Cent say. He be just glazing 50. Everything come out his mouth from 50 this and 50 that. Like that's the only reason he's still a friend. He still got that friend. But everybody else, he fell out with. I would never in my life just be cool with somebody like that. That backstab and fucking try to just demolish everybody who they once called a friend. If we was friends at any point and we fall out, I'm gonna just stop fucking with you. But I'm not finna be around here bashing you, making documentaries, nothing. Like even if somebody else is bashing you, I'm not even gonna let that go for too long. Be like, all right, man, watch out, that was the homie. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just weird. A man like
They
that
was
that just
friends? They was
yeah, they
friends?
was friends. Yeah, he wrote songs for 50 and all kind of shit. I mean,
I
50
don't know
wrote
if that
songs for
make you a
him.
friend though. Yeah, they had
Well,
business together. That
well,
don't
they
make
was
him
a
a friend, bro.
Well, they was acquaintances, but even still, like I still wouldn't be his friend. He got a lot of friends that he done fell out with. Nobody he started with, he cool with. Shaw Money, Young Buck, Lloyd Banks, Trav. Like and he do shit publicly. Like he'll put niggas on blast publicly. What happened to just remember when he was doing that shit about if you owe me money, he was saying all these people owe them like some of that was fake, but some of it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So for you to just put niggas on blast like that, didn't we used to have a saying like nigga jealousy and pettiness? Like that's female trait. Man, I'm not trying to get petty. I'm not petty. Like that's weird to me.
But why people owe him money, bro? Like part of that's true, part of it ain't true. Like most men don't have a bunch of friends, bro. It's like this whole
That's
friendship, like
true.
dudes
That
got
is
20
true.
friends. That ain't we just don't. As we get older, we shed most of those high school and youthful friendships as we get older. Because we start believing in different things. So that's not abnormal. Some of the
I
stuff
think
that Puffy that's not abnormal.
Okay, well, like when you say high school, like nigga, a lot of times we leave high school. We're not going to the same school no more. We're not in the same area no more. We just lost communication. We ain't never fell out.
No, you fall out with people. Men fall out with people. But I fall out saying like women fall out where we finna fight. I just don't fuck with you no more. You believe in something I don't
Exactly.
believe in no more. But that's not a falling out. We just went. So technically, that's not your friend no more. Y'all ain't rocking no more. But you just didn't have this public fiasco that this dude have on. So most men fall out with people. They do it quietly. They just go on about their way. They separate. Because most men are respectful of other men. They don't do shit that's disrespectful to other men. They just don't do it.
I'm, I mean, like, what about like him and Floyd?
That's just jealousy.
On whose part?
I would say both, because both are very stubborn. Both are very, uh, like you just said. I think that was Pittsburgh. Very flashy about their money, like that. And when we did see them together, I would say Flo is a little bit higher. He was on a run, man. He was on a run right there in those mid 2000s,
But
2010s.
but but if you remember that timeline, they fell out when Floyd got out of jail.
Right. And look at all the success he had after that.
No,
So
wasn't that was over abroad? I think. I think they fell out over
no,
I
that.
think so, yeah,
Jackson.
well,
because that's right when the
50,
girl
No, they
collection
fell
no,
out
came.
of that
no, 50
company.
said
They
50
fell out
said it
of
was
that
over
company.
business because while Floyd was in jail, 50 went and incorporated all that I think it was the money team shit. Yeah, the TMT money team shit. 50 went and like put paperwork on all that shit. And he was asking Floyd for the money back or something. And Floyd was like, I didn't tell you to go do all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so they fell out over that.
Oh, I thought
That's
it
what
was over that broad.
nah, that's what 50 said. 50 said it was over, the business thing.
Hmm.
What broad? They shared abroad or something?
Oh, I thought it was
Some
over that
girl
Miss
collection.
Jackson shit.
Oh nah, Nelly had her. And then remember when, oh yeah, so first it was the business thing, and then Floyd did a video and said, fuck 50, fuck Nelly. And then that's when 50 put out his business that he can't read and shit. So that's the other thing about it is like he put out, people personal shit. He just started getting real personal
I
with
remember
shit.
that.
So yeah, I couldn't fuck with nobody like that. Every time you get into it with somebody, you talking about this nigga had roaches and like, you know what I mean? You just put out niggas' business and shit. I don't like that. I think that's just a little girly.
Nah, bro, they was that before they was calling themselves they was trying to do shit publicly. His shit was just more vicious. That's it. You can't slap me in public and I pull out a gun and shoot you and you get mad. You shouldn't have slapped me.
That's a
And
little
now, why you got
extreme,
to
but
pull
I
out a
guess.
gun now, Pittsburgh? These guys
Yeah,
are
why
good
not
people.
fight, nigga? A fight is a fight. What do you mean?
Nah, bro. A fight anything I get my hands on, if we ain't in high school and I'm restricted to that. We out here and out here in the real world and we men, nah, man.
So
Anything
you
goes in the real fight, man. Nah.
so you above a true squabble, a true one-on-one, man to man,
Uh
hand to hand?
I ain't no kid. I'm almost 50 years old, bro. I ain't
I
fighting
feel that.
nobody unless it's absolutely necessary, bro.
Catch that fade,
I feel.
dog.
What if somebody your age? What if he almost
Nah,
52?
it ain't got nothing to do with that age. It's about me. They
You
ain't got
Oh,
remember
that
shit to
that?
do
back
with
fucked
them.
up, huh? That
You-
back fucked
yeah,
up,
they
huh?
got shit to do with them.
You
No,
can't
I'm
Hey,
in good
you
shape.
can't
No,
you
no,
can't
it ain't.
squabble like you
hey,
used to.
No.
hey,
That see, y'all missing the point, bro. Okay, where they fight fair fights at on the streets? Where they fight them at? Tell me where the fair fights at.
My motto
Like
has
you get a
always
lot of
been
fair fights. That
homies. Yeah, homies get fair fights, and uh if somebody call you out one on one, like, hey, we got into it. Hey, I just want the head up. I just want to fade real quick, and then what I'm saying, it's over after that. It's kind of like you can't really turn that down, man. Man say he just want his one on one, and then
Where they fight at like that? Where
like
do men fight like that?
L.A.,
Where they fight at like that?
L.A. jail, prison. You know what I
Jail.
mean?
See
Like,
what? Yeah, you talking about with niggas who ain't got no choice. You talking about jail, prison, school, where motherfuckers ain't got no choice. I'm talking about free
man,
people who
niggas
free
don't
to
even
do
got a
what the fuck
choice.
they want. Yeah, well, where they fight like the way you talking about? Where do free people fight like this?
hey,
In the
remember,
ghetto, in
remember,
the ghetto.
yeah, that's true. Shout out to that south side of the block. You heard that episode on what was that? The Boondocks, and Grandpa got beat up by that old man, and he had to go at it. He went and trained and shit, and he ended up killing him. You don't remember that one? No. Nah.
No, I think I missed that one. But I ain't really
Oh
watched
man,
that show like
you
that.
better go watch it, man. This shit's hilarious. That Grandpa, you got your ass wet.
Be like that.
They still doing that? They still doing that stuff, or they stopped those new series?
Oh, they been
No, they
stopped for a minute.
been stopped that.
Yeah.
Aaron McGruder.
Somebody
He came out with
passed.
something else, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Real quick, as it just came to mind and why I even got up on here. I did agree with Foodie, like when it comes to Adam22. To me, it's just. I mean, I agree they're fucked up in the head, but like they're capitalists, man. That's all for. They just trying to get clout and money, man. All day, every day, like some fuck shit. Notice he didn't say anything, just sitting there looking goofy as fuck in that video, letting her talk. I would have been told her to shut the fuck up. I would have been mocking her the whole time. But
Yeah, but that's
you know,
not capitalism, bro.
that's
I think she
no.
just found success in that. Yeah, that ain't capitalism. She
That's
No,
not
what I mean
capitalism,
is,
bro.
she'll be doing
Listen,
that kind of shit if she didn't blow up on the internet.
Yeah,
That's just where it come
that's
from.
that's not
She'll be
capitalism.
she'll be
Yeah,
pimped out. She'll be doing some other shit. But she found a nigga that fell in love with her, gonna take care of her,
but
accept her
yeah,
for
that's
listen,
who
not.
she is.
yeah, and they
you
getting
know,
paid.
you know what they
But no,
really
but hold
are.
up. But hold up. Let me show you how that's not capitalism. Capitalism is the worker. The worker don't control the boss. So in y'all scenario that everybody keep trying to throw around this dude, he is supposed to be the boss. In no scenario does the boss take orders from the worker. It don't work like that. It's never worked like that in the capitalist system. In the scenario that y'all creating, the worker will be her, and she's telling the boss, which is him, what to do. That shit don't make any sense.
You know what they really are that everybody is failing to realize? They porn stars. Like that's what porn stars do. They fuck other people. There's plenty of porn stars out there that are married, that are in relationships. Even I don't know if anybody on here like respects like male porn stars or anything like that, or got someone that you know, like, oh yeah, that's whoopie whoop, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of these dudes I've seen interviews with these dudes and all kind of stuff, and you know what I'm saying? You would think this dude, oh yeah, this dude is top dog type of dude, manly man type of dude, and he was married to a porn star, and his wife was doing scenes with other dudes. They was in relationships with full blown porn stars, and they was porn stars too. So it's like that's their world. It's normal to them. Like they could just have an orgy party in the middle of nowhere, and that's normal to regular folk. It'd be like, nigga, that's nasty or that's weird, but that's just what they do. Like they started off like doing porn before this no jumper shit. Like they was in porn circles, going to porn parties and shit. That was their goal, to be porn stars. So we looking at them like they regular people and they not. They doing what they supposed to do.
Spoken like a true pimp, baby.
Yeah, we looking at him like he part of the black community and he ain't supposed to be doing this. Like
No,
he
no,
breaking
we
all the
gotta stop
rules.
saying that.
But it ain't just no black community
He ain't
shit.
breaking the rules.
I look at from the approach of that nigga being a motherfucking dude.
He a white dude though. He's not black.
It's some weird ass
They
black dudes too.
they
Yeah,
way
y'all.
into that shit.
Yeah, like it's just a white person's playing.
Shit
It's
ain't
weird dudes that's into that. All nationalities, bro. That's into all that weirdo
It
shit.
it is. I'm sure it is. But we know the population that dominates it, you know what I'm saying? That probably started it, you know what I'm saying?
No, we don't know that.
Like
man. But like I
they
say,
always had that type of thing
the
towards
more I
black
look
men.
at shit on Twitter, it's a lot of black dudes doing that same weird ass shit.
Look,
Where they, where they,
they would
but no,
hang
let me
black.
say this: it's where
Yeah, go ahead, my bad.
the bitches is running everything. It be like these niggas is, I don't know what the terminology is, where these niggas sit back like puppies and just to be with this chick so they don't lose the broad, she get to do whatever she want as far as her fantasies that she fulfilled. I be like, these motherfuckers is crazy to accept that kind of shit.
That's they get in shit.
Yeah, them fools definitely homos or whatever they use the word bisexual, definitely homo.
Yeah, I mean they got groups and words and terminologies and all kind of shit for people that like that kind of shit. Like it's a real thing. Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
cuck. That's the word I got in the title. That's the one. They sit there and watch the motherfuckers.
Well, the uh, the Cuck thing, like I remember they was saying that Diddy was a Cuck, right? And with the Cuck thing, those type of dudes that's into that, they like the humiliation. You feel me? So they over there, what they want is fucking with the dude. They over there like talking bad to the dude. Like that's Cuck shit. Then they got some other shit called Stag and Vixen. And that's just when a dude likes to see his girl get fucked by other dudes. And for females got the same shit. I know females that they just like, I like to see my man just dominate and fuck another broad. And I'm like, shit, I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm trying to see what that's like. You know what I mean? But it goes both ways. You feel me? Sometimes the broad might, man, she want to
How do
fuck with
you
other
get?
dudes.
I mean, it sounds now we get in psychology, but like, how do you get into that? Like for a normal person.
I mean, people, this the reason when I was young, I used to say, I'm not doing a whole lot of freaky shit too early because you start running out of shit and you start trying shit. And then next thing you know, you doing some shit you thought you'd never be doing. I'm cool. You give me some regular pussy, you know what I'm saying, for my first 20, 30 years. But yeah, you get introduced to that type of shit, and then porn introduces a lot of people to shit like that, and then different lifestyles. You meet people, and they get into different shit, and they turn you on to it, or they talk about it, and you get curious. I wonder what that's like. Like my ex, this girl is a sophisticated girl, has a great job, career, over six-figure earner, and everything, prominent in the community, everything. Talking about she gonna run for mayor one day, nigga. But she likes to go to fucking nudist resorts and watch her man have threesomes and all this shit. And like that's just what they into. So I wasn't up on it. I thought that this is some shit that's in the porn and in the movies and shit. And she like, nah, this a real thing. Like she telling me that they done been to Mexico and was getting happy ending massages and all this type of shit. I'm like, that shit real? I'm like, I thought that shit was just on TV, like that they really be doing that shit in there. I thought prostitution was only on the streets and in the
Nah, yeah, no.
casinos and
You go
shit like
to
that.
real fast, DJ. When you go to Mexico, man, and you get around white folks at the resorts, they come up to you at the pool, man, and both of them, husband and wife, talking about, oh yeah,
Man,
we
they into
they
that
like
type of shit.
they splash the water on you and get got that little pina colada, like, yeah, Mr. DJ, we think you're hot and we want to take you back to our room tonight. Shit
Man,
like
I've
That's
that.
seen that
crazy.
shit
That's
multiple
happened to
times
me
out
like
here.
3 times.
I've seen that shit
Look,
multiple times out here, but the one I seen was with on the elevator, white broad on a homie. And
Oh
they just
yeah,
walk walking
Vegas
on
all the
this
time.
motherfucker. And
yeah.
I'm looking at this dude like, homie, you was a straight up bitch. Like your wife
Well,
right in, and you just walk on the elevator and they sheet on with it.
yeah,
And I told the
cause
homie, I'm like, man, shit, play with her pussy. Like, see what the fuck she on. This nigga over there back there smiling. I'm like, this nigga way the fuck out. And in love, and probably in love with this bitch. I'm like, this bitch can just get down like that. Like, ain't no way I'm gonna make that my main broad. I'm in love with that bitch, and I'm enjoying watching her get slutted out. Like, hell no. I can't even do that shit a bitch I don't give a fuck about. I'm gonna sit
Hey,
back and watch that shit or her walk up to another motherfucker. I walk
mm,
up
Yeah,
on the
but
broad, like how bras will walk up. You ever had where a bra be with her new dude or something? You used to fuck her and she walk up hugging on you. Man, I'll leave a bitch if she did that shit to me. Like, fuck you all.
you're funny, man.
But I don't think none of that's normal. Like a man ain't really freaky like that, bro. I don't think none of that shit's normal, bro. Bitches are, women are. Like, dude, like think about it. You got to do all this shit to get your woman wet. Dude get hard from all kind of shit. Like we don't need that much. We ain't got to do all that crazy shit to get ours off.
That's
Women do.
true.
They very
That's
sensual and
true.
all that. Like
Yeah.
men that do that type of shit, they don't watch the tape. They somebody that told us. They don't learn that shit from somewhere. That's not like normal shit that most men into. That just
No,
ain't
I
the
think
shit that
that's
we
you
into.
know what that
I
shit
agree
could
with
be.
that.
And dudes experiencing that ED shit, erectile dysfunction, but don't want to lose their bras, but they bras still super turned up. They probably the ones getting caught up in that shit.
Oh,
You
that's
can't
doing all the
control
freaky
that.
shit? You mean the ones doing all the crazy shit?
Yeah, you can't sexually please her the way that she
Yeah.
wants, and you're afraid of her walking out on you, so they start getting with that kind of lifestyle bullshit.
Yeah,
Damn.
I heard they got full cruises, like a whole cruise ship just swing full of swingers and shit.
Man, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
that
36, man, and like, my wild days are over for me. Like, even when I was young, though, in my early 20s, mid 20s, hitting 28 and whatnot, I was always still like, even if my curious bug would hit me, I'd be like, nah, I just don't want I don't want your fucking sex diseases, dog. I ain't trying to get all fucked up right now. I'm good, man. I'm so good. I'm not trying to get sick. I don't have any extra money to be paying for the fucking medical bills like that, or like having to actually tell my, future girlfriend, future wife, oh, but I got this. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Yeah, but stuff. Some of the reckless motherfuckers don't nothing happen to them, bro. That shit's random as fuck. Dudes end up with like 4, 5 baby. Man, look at all your boy, the Dolphins receiver with all them kids in like a 2 year period. Like some of them cats, man, nothing happened to them, bro. A lot of these cats.
Nah,
That
see,
that shit
yeah,
is
yeah, they got a
wild. It's
sex
real
phone.
random.
Got a sex
Yeah,
phone.
but I'm saying like they having kids, so they clearly ain't using no protection, and nothing happens to these motherfuckers.
yeah. The
Well,
diseases
ain't
ain't
nothing going.
spreading how bad they project the numbers and shit. So yeah, you can dodge bullets and doing wild shit.
Yeah, I hear that too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not unheard of. I know some cats that do some crazy shit and you just
But
shake your head.
yeah, oh no, but like, no, you're right, Pitt. Like, yeah, women have way more sex than we do, so they're doing all crazy shit, man, getting all fucked up. And then what do you know? As you were talking and telling that, I can remember so many times, like, bros, like, oh, have you done? Have you? I'm like, what? Like, no, I haven't. I'm going back to Coachella last year, man. That shit was crazy. Or this past year, yeah, that shit was crazy, man. I was around some crazy Filipino brides, man. They're trying to get down and shit, but they were like saying all this freaky stuff, and I was the one like decoding it. I was like, "You mean you trying to?" I was like, "You trying to run it?" And I was like, "Hey, dog, she's trying to run it." And then he was like, "I'm like, Reggie was
Yeah, I
there. He was
think
like,
women just got a different drive when it comes to that shit. Because it ain't just an American woman thing. You go anywhere on the continent, women are doing that shit.
yeah,
Very, very sexual than a motherfucker.
yeah." But also too, like Pittsburgh said, like the sensual man, and like you got to stimulate them some throughout the entire day. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Or some, like you were saying in the elevator, just get right to it.
Yeah, women different, bro. We just different creatures, man. We different creatures sort of on a large part, and there's always exceptions, but it's not the same thing. And then sometimes people be trying to make it the same thing. And when it comes to sex, you can see the difference. Just the way that one person is ready and what it takes to get the other person ready. Generally, it just ain't the same shit.
Mm.
Yeah, but no, that's why that physical health shit is important because you'll go through not taking care of yourself to where your shit ain't functioning the way a woman needs. That leads to infidelity in certain relationships, certain things where you ain't pleasuring her. She gonna seek that shit elsewhere. That's why people push that needing to stay in shape, watch what you eating, resting, and all that other shit. Because sex means everything, or else you end up with you having to accept being into freaky lifestyles and shit. Try to keep a woman you probably in love with and shit.
Well, shit, I mean, most people don't like. At some age, I don't even think people be like really looking at the gym no more. Like you went to the gym lately and see how many black people ain't in the gym. Like you used to see a lot of young folks in the gym. You don't really see that shit no more like you used to.
That's because that gym shit, once again, that capitalist shit. The gym shit became a hustle.
Yeah.
Overcharging
And it's
motherfuckers.
like you gotta like pay to socialize, and I've never been about that. Like I still work out like I'm playing high school football, dog. Like doing those type of intervals and regiments. As much as I run and stuff, like I ain't got time to fucking talk. Like what the fuck do I want to talk to you
Right.
for? Like what the fuck? You think I came all the way up here to bust my ass to talk to you? Like man, that's weird to me. I don't know what that is. And then also like I'm still kind of used to like, you know, if we did talk, you know, you get in trouble and the whole team has to do some shit. So I'm just like, go in that go mode. But motherfuckers just be talking, man. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
another
but the
reason.
youngsters ain't in shape no more. So if you look at the youngsters now, like the 20-year-olds, you got 20-year-olds that can't run 20 feet. They about to pass out, man. They don't like the activity level just ain't there like it used to be for a lot of different reasons. And like we could point to them, but it's just not the same.
I've seen
So
that
people
too.
gonna do all that. Yeah, they gonna do all that alternative shit that Reggie's saying because they just not physically fit. And now you starting at 20-year-olds and you work your way up to 40, 30, 40, and 50-year-olds. And if you wasn't in shape in your 20s, ain't no way in the hell you're going to be in shape in your 40s and 50s. You're going to be completely fucked up by the time you get to 40 and 50. You can't run a half a block without your heart jumping out your chest. So if you can't do that, how the hell you going to have sex for 10 minutes? Like it just don't, it ain't adding up. People just don't take care of themselves.
Facts.
Damn,
Facts,
10
man.
minutes? Nigga can't get 10 minutes?
Uh, Look at me.
Man,
Man, you'd be
you
surprised, man.
can't,
You'd be
yeah, if
surprised,
you
man.
can't run a quarter
You'd
of
be
a mile, bro,
surprised.
I don't know how you going to get 10 minutes, bro. I don't know how it's going to happen for you.
Yeah. Pick
Damn,
out a
that's
point.
crazy.
That's
And
a big
that's
point.
another thing, though, right? So, like, as a man in your 30s, let's say mid 30, 35, 36, even up to like 40, right? What's the cutoff of an age of a woman you should not be dealing with? I'm talking about like 20, like is 25 still too young? Is 28 too young? Like, what you doing with a 28-year-old? You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's no
No, I
is
think
that
that's
cutoff.
still wrong?
perfect. I think that's
Yeah, but it's
perfect.
no cutoff. Yeah, it's no cutoff. But
Yeah.
As
you
long as he's
generally,
grown?
no. Generally, a man of a certain age ain't gonna look for that kind of a younger woman. But there's no real cutoff. Like there's no cutoff. But generally, a man that's 40 ain't gonna look for no 20-year-old. He's generally not gonna talk to that woman. But like, there ain't really no cutoff. Why would it be cutoff? It's not against the law. She probably clearly gonna be of age. There ain't no cutoff.
yeah. I think you don't want
Nah,
to get with someone freshly out of high school and you're in your fucking 30s and 40s and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but then it
That used to
even a
be
young
acceptable,
20-year
though.
old, it's about how she was presented to you, the way she carried herself, where you at, being desperate. Me, I couldn't fuck with no super young ass chick. Like my tolerance to deal with certain shit with them, immaturity, I couldn't fuck with. But I think for the question, like in your 30s, you shouldn't be messing with a chick fresh out of high school or a year or two removed from that shit. But then again, it's to each his own and how she was presented. But if you want these motherfuckers grooming a chick, you've been watching it, then that's some questionable shit there.
yeah, but nowadays, these people on social media, you know, I've been seeing them calling motherfuckers pedophiles and all kind of shit because the nigga was 35 and he got a 21-year-old broad. You feel me? Like they starting to look at you funny. They're starting to make it, you know,
Mm,
damn near socially unacceptable nowadays. For
Yeah,
mm.
real.
you
nah,
shouldn't
but
go.
it's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's
Yeah, you
nothing wrong with that. Fuck what
shouldn't.
society say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
if that's what you want to do. If that's what you want to do and it's legal and y'all got whatever y'all got. Look, if they can sit up here and do the same shit that they do, and then they can make one person a villain and one person a victor in those situations. Because when it's usually men that this whole shit get blowed out of the case. We just gotta act like what it is. And it's usually successful men where these women like Shannon Sharps are going back and they're suing that guy. And the women are saying, what? Get that money. Get that money from that dude. He's a sucker. He shouldn't have did it when they're both perfectly adult. So that's the sentiment that people gonna push that the woman is winning some kind of prize by she getting money. Then fuck it. What's like they of age, they legal. She's not 18. She's not none of that shit. And then people gonna be pushing that narrative like just get money at all costs, all this capitalism nonsense. If that's what we at, just get somebody you mate with that's not illegal and y'all ain't doing no crazy shit and y'all respecting each other. Then what it is. I mean, people gonna meet you where you at, but I just don't see nothing wrong with it because I think it's a problem when you start going to people's bedrooms and it's not public. I think that's not a place that the government should be at. I think that's crazy.
I agree with that. But I know TK Kirkland, he used to have a joke where he used to be like, talking about arguing with older bros and stuff. He used to be like, it's new bitches graduating from high school and college every year. He don't even do that shit no more because of the way people starting to make it. Like I done seen him call Jay-Z a pedophile or something because he like 12 years older than Beyonce or some shit. Like I done seen him just do it to all type of motherfuckers, and I'll be confused. Like, damn, ain't these motherfuckers grown? Like they met as adults. Like, are you still saying something wrong with the man because
I
the
think
broad is
people
older?
say that shit be jealous of the motherfucker they see somebody else with. And that, I think Jay-Z with Beyonce made a lot of people jealous. I think that's
Yeah,
how
that did.
shit
That did.
wrong.
That did.
Yeah, that's all that
That
shit was
did.
about.
That did. Yeah,
But
I ain't be worried
Yeah.
about shit like that, DJ. Like, I'm 7 years older than my girlfriend, so yeah, whatever.
But y'all still got stuff to talk about. Like she don't even get your references and stuff. You start talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
Power
yeah,
Rangers. She
yeah.
like,
But
what's that?
yeah, I do. She does, and I make fun of her all the time, man, about the shit. Because she was born in '96. Check that shit out. I'm like, I remember exactly where I was in 1996.
how old that make her? What, like 20, 21?
Excuse me?
Oh wait, no, that make her 30 something, right? Wait,
You
how old
like
is
No,
7 years? Yeah,
20,
like 7 years
no,
29?
she's
different.
29. She's 29.
29, yeah. My math ain't too far off.
But yeah, it's
I
funny. I
mean,
remember
but how people gonna make you feel bad about somebody? Like, I think that whole shit is wild, man. People find who they gonna find. I think that some people just fucking bitter and they just trying to find some shit to talk about. That they just got their own fucked up lives and they got to find something wrong with somebody doing. Because there's nothing wrong
but
with you
they just
dating
shy.
somebody. Just because it's not your taste, that don't mean that the other person shouldn't do that. There's nothing illegal about that. The other person ain't being abused. What's the fuck problem?
Yeah, that's just like people tell people they need to marry their own race or see somebody with a white woman and shit like that. Like, who the fuck is another motherfucker to tell you who to be with? Like, you find who loves you, what makes you happy.
Yeah, and if you can make
And
it
it's no
work.
different like me talking about Adam22. He don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But these last couple of years, man, they really made it damn near, you know, uh, it seemed like they just sought out everything that men do and just try to make them motherfucking the most evil monsters over shit that's, just normal man shit, normal living shit. Like I said, they don't want to,
Emasculation.
yeah, they don't want to listen to men no more. They think they can do the same shit we do. And, you know what I mean? Think they can whoop us in a fight and shit. Like, this shit is crazy. Like,
And,
it's,
that standard only applies to where your tax bracket is, because of different all that shit they reject. They throw it out the window when you got super amount of money and shit.
Uh,
facts.
yeah, that's true for sure. But that's all that fuck ass media and like, honestly, like you get a lot of young people talking about that, pushing that shit, and that I'm talking from ranges between 25 and 35. I mean, what they
Well, I mean,
fucking
think
want,
of
what
it,
they
Steph.
got.
Yeah, but think about it, Steph. What's toxic masculinity? What the fuck
I
is
don't even know
that?
what that is. What
What
is
the
that?
fuck is that? Like, that shit,
What the
like, just
shit
these
is
made
that
up
shit?
dumbass words that they make up and then they be pushing this nonsense that people gravitate to. And they bend themselves in the pretzel trying to make this shit make sense. It's stupid.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Because
I'm
what's the
good on
female
that.
version of that? What's the female version of female
A crazy
what is the
woman.
word for
That's a
that
A
good
shit?
crazy
question,
woman that
nigga.
gets on my fucking nerves.
A fucking feminine toxicity or some shit.
No, she's just a crazy
Never
woman
heard
getting
it.
on my fucking nerves.
Yeah, I never
Look,
heard this shit.
this is something that a pimp told me before was that sometimes it's just stupid bitch season. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes the weather just hit all these bitches at once, and they just be stupid. So you just gotta let them be. You know what I mean? In that little stupid bitch season phase for a little while, and it's like get over it. It ain't even no fighting the shit. Sometimes you just gotta let it be. Sometimes, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
but you
what
know
you
what it
That's
mean?
how they
is?
operate.
But you know the problem is that the politics have gotten out not the best of our women, but they're getting uh chicks that's entertainers and they putting them forefront like there's some great ass thinkers. And you can go through all these female rappers from Meg Thee Stallion to what's the chick that Trump and them just got that do some shit for him?
Nicki Minaj,
Nicki
Return to World.
Minaj. Yeah, all of them chicks have no business in the front of anything pushing no women nothing, bro. Like that, what they stand for, the shit that they pushing is the most ratchet and
So you
degenerate
saying they
shit
not
ever. They should
geniuses?
not. No, they pushing degenerate behavior. Those should not be. Them ain't no Angela Davises. Them ain't no women of great stature that should be in the front of anything. So like that's the shit they gotta stop. But really, you gotta get the women that's gotta scream it. They be trying to promote that because they start talking about how much money they make and all of that. Don't nobody give a fuck about how much money they make. They pushing degenerate behavior.
That's a fact. A Glorilla and a Sukihana and all that shit.
Who's the Sukihana lady?
I wish Angela Davis had a
Yeah, she a slut.
little bit of Cardi B up in them and shit. I ain't gonna
Nah,
lie.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
a fool.
hell
I would
no,
love
You a
nah.
for
fool, nigga.
Angela Davis be a little bit ratchet, but talking
Hell
good shit.
no.
Also,
No.
it got to be a balance of that shit.
nah,
I
no.
No,
love
it
Well, the
it,
don't,
balance is
bro.
the other
No, hell
side.
no.
but I
Hell
don't look at
no.
nothing freaky from like sexual when looking at Angela Davis, all the revolutionary chicks like
Man, that lady came through with that. Go look at that. Go look at that lady pictures when she went to trial, dog. Go look at that lady pictures when she
her
went to trial.
pussy
How
dry
beautiful that lady
straight
was.
like the system and shit. I want
No, I'm talking about her appearance, bro. I'm talking about her appearance. Go look at that lady's look where she looked when she came up in that courtroom. Look at her appearance.
man. I wish she had a little bit of that shit that they put
Nah,
out. A little bit of that ratchet
ratchetness.
shit on some type
So
shit.
you like, toxic bitches, there, Red.
No,
That's what you like,
toxic
dog.
shit. I like that little sensual shit. I like that shit.
Nice. You like toxic bitches, dog. Ain't nothing sensual about no
And
ratchet bitch, dog.
no, you don't hear me dealing with no toxic bitch. You hear me how I cut bitches off for that shit. I want a bitch with a little bit of sensuality and shit.
Well, what you mean when you say sensuality, man? That's what
Like,
I'm
like
misunderstanding.
how the girls you talking about they project a little sexuality. I would like a balance of that shit. Where you bring up the Angela Davis and shit. Like I said, I wish Angela Davis had a little bit of them in her.
But you don't know
Probably
what
does,
she was
Reggie.
like
You're
at
just not
home,
gonna
bro.
show it because
Yeah,
there's
you
no
know what the
video.
lady was like at home with her man. She ain't on TV bouncing her ass across the screen. You want that shit? Who the fuck want that woman doing that crazy shit?
Wait, say that again.
Just because she not showing it bouncing her ass across the screen don't mean she not doing it at home with her man.
What relationships have you heard her in? You don't hear
I don't
about
know her
none of
personal life. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't do that for her. Every
what
woman, when she get
Yo,
the
you
man that
Panda
she
guy.
wants, she gonna be more sensual, bro.
this other thing, where her kids
Yeah, you
at?
gotta go to the beginning, Panda.
Yeah, you don't hear any kids from her. Like they didn't. She was
But
too
that's the same. You
revolutionary.
can say the same thing with Meg Thee Stallion though. For all that ass popping and all that shit she got going on, she ain't
That
married
nigga.
and with no kids and no happy
Wait, what's his
family.
Hey,
little with
So
her?
like that
I'm
don't.
glad she ain't got
Is that
no
Yeah,
boy
that
named
kids.
don't.
Clay Thompson? It's Clay Thompson with her, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Is he
he
married
about
to
to
her?
man,
Is
he
he
about to
married to
bust
I
her?
thought they
her,
did, right?
Oh,
man.
I mean,
Didn't he?
yeah, he not married. She
Man, he
not
ain't
Didn't he
gotta be
married.
marry
married.
her?
Man, they ain't gotta be
He ain't
married
got
to
to
have
marry her.
kids. No,
Nigga,
he
they
gonna end
just
up
started
busting.
dating. Nigga, let him get through the 90 days first.
Yeah,
No, no,
he
no. That's
fucking
not my point.
he gonna
No,
turn her to
Reg,
Angela
you
Davis. She'll pop that
no,
big old
no,
ass.
no. Y'all flipping it. See, what he was saying was because Angela Davis wasn't doing that, she didn't do all this stuff. What I'm saying is the people that you know that do all this shit that you asking for, they not married, they ain't got no fucking families. At best, they dating another celebrity. So you ain't got none of this. No, the outcome of the shit you asking for, they ain't fucking good. That's all that
Nigga,
single mother
well,
shit. That's all that is.
bad bitches never get married. I don't know no bad bitches that's married.
Exactly. That's all single motherhood.
But Reggie just said he just want a little bit of ratchet. He don't want the full ratchet. He just want a little piece of the ratchetness.
In
Yeah,
public though,
I like sensual bitches. Like ain't nothing wrong. Put something on. Put something nice, sexual on. Show a little titty. Show some ass. Like I
What
like
they
when
call a
chicks show that.
negligee.
Yeah. Just Davis over
Reggie a
wearing none of that
fool.
shit. She'll just fight the power. The white man, hey, that shit ain't turning me on. Like fuck out of here. I mean, I
but
rock with what she was on, but I don't knock all the little Cardis and gorillas and like I want some of that shit. I don't want it how they do it.
The around the
They
way
a little too,
girls.
yeah, they a little
so wait a
too.
minute. You don't think none of the Black Panther chicks, they're all the beautiful ass Black Panther women, You don't think when they went home to that man, they was putting on lingerie and sopping and sucking them up
But
left and right? You think they walking around with
that's
black leather on all fucking day? Like, come on,
but that's
man.
not what Reggie
Yeah,
said. Reggie said he
them
want to see
dudes.
that shit outside a little bit.
Yeah, I wanted to
So
be
He
you
like
want
want
your
that.
to
woman
bring
walking
that
around
shit
with lingerie
outside.
outside?
But look, when you go, if we really dove into that Black Panther shit, a lot of shit didn't work out for them women, bro. A
No, it
lot of that
Yeah,
didn't.
shit
That's a
was
different.
on. A
No, I'm
lot of
not
that shit
saying.
the niggas talk they wasn't about. And then when you're looking at like the Angela Davis type, it wasn't nobody really fucking them like that. But I want a woman who stands up for a cause when it's time to stand up for a cause. That's why I say I would like a balance. Like even with an Angela Davis, I wouldn't mind with her having a look like some of these chicks. Like the look and everything. The suit doesn't make a motherfucker a professional. Like so, I don't buy into all that.
true.
But you don't want your woman standing for nothing because these women that we
Yeah,
mentioned,
that's
they
why I
don't
said
stand
a
for
balance.
shit. Yeah,
See, I
these
don't
women
want
don't
them.
stand for shit.
But that's why I
Nah,
said a
Cardi B be
balance. I
standing
don't.
on shit.
Yeah, I don't want them
Who?
acting like her.
Cardi B, she be getting into her little politic bag.
Man, that bitch don't stand on nothing. The lady's talking about she drugging men and making stuff. Man, that lady don't. These rapping
Bro,
women do
bro,
not
She
stand for
nigga,
she
shit,
you
bro.
runs
living
her
in
Stop
her
it,
mouth too
man.
past,
fast,
nigga.
man.
Stop
You
it,
living in
bro.
her
That's
These
past,
bitches do
man.
not stand for nothing, bro.
Runs
And
her
most of these
fast.
You
men
judging
rappers
her.
even worse.
Pit,
And the
You
men
you
living in
runs
her
rappers
her
even
fast.
past,
worse.
bro. Yeah,
Cardi
you
don't
judging
stand
her
for
What she
shit.
stand
past.
on? Okay, so you want
She,
your, let's say you got a daughter. You want your daughter growing up to be Cardi B, bro? Like, let's stop the cap, bro. That lady don't stand on nothing, man.
nobody want
I
their
didn't say I
daughter.
wanted my kid or
Exactly.
girl to
Exactly.
be
We
like
talking
like
about
I didn't want my girl to be like Cardi B. I said I would like how they got that sexual shit about them.
No,
I would like
no, I'm not saying that, Reg. I wasn't pushing that toward you. Brother was saying that she getting in her bag standing on something. The lady ain't standing for nothing is what I'm saying.
no. Recently,
Reggie was,
within these
yeah.
last couple years, I've seen her like when the whole election thing was going on. Nigga, she chose a side. She had she had points that she wanted to make, things that she wanted to be heard on. She met with Kamala and Biden and all that. Like she was doing her little shit. I don't know exactly what she was doing or what her angle was and all of that, but nigga, she had a side and it was shit that she was speaking on. That sounded
Bro,
like
they paid her.
good type of shit that she was looking for the people. You know what I mean? Cause she rich,
Bro,
she straight, she ain't have to do that shit. But she was
bro,
trying to, get some shit done.
they paid her, bro.
What are you
They
talking
They
paid
about?
her,
paid
bro.
her?
everybody gets
They
paid
Yes,
for
they
paid her?
paid her.
No,
everybody
this is
gets
They
shit that
paid
paid.
her,
she
bro.
Everybody gets paid. It ain't
this
just
Yeah,
like
is
yeah, but you can't like, okay, she just had this come to Jesus moment and she just wanted to. No, bro, she got fucking paid, bro. Like these
nigga,
people,
she
like, yeah, okay, but you can't say that she had this. She's standing on something. If somebody got to give you some money to incentivize you to say some shit, because when that whole politics shit happened, you don't hear her saying none of that shit. If somebody pay you and give you a script and you repeat the shit, that ain't you standing on nothing. That means you
can we
got the money. You repeated the shit that they wanted you to repeat. That ain't
but
standing
can
on
we just
shit.
but can we say that she got paid without knowing? Because it wasn't that type of vibe.
No,
What?
no, DJ.
She talking
What are you?
about
She knew
she
well.
talking about
What are you talking about? She a child?
listen, she's talking about shit on her Instagram live. Like she's not at a I'm not talking about one of these motherfuckers that they pay a celebrity to come to the rally and all that shit. It wasn't none of that type of shit. It was like I said,
She got
issues that
paid,
she
bro.
spoke on. You don't know that. You just saying that.
She
We can't
got
just
listen,
say
bro.
that and we
You
don't
you
know it.
speculate. Yes, she did get paid. They got a list. They got a list of what they did with the money. It's a bunch of people got paid from that shit, and they have to disclose it. She got paid. She definitely got paid. Now, if you want to say that she had a good cause, that's you have at it. I ain't gonna argue with you. That's where you want to stand at it. That's cool. But the problem I have with it, she didn't continue any of those talking points that she was using after that political shit was over. And she wasn't getting paid. You don't hear that shit
Nigga,
no
cause
more.
they lost. They lost. Like Trump won. Nigga, she wasn't
But
meeting with
okay,
Trump.
why she ain't meeting with Trump? If you bound down for the people, you down for whoever the president. You
Yo, what
take your
Yeah,
yeah,
but
like
God
whoever the
damn,
you
dog.
president
don't get a seat
is.
at the table all the time just because like she had a connection with them. She had meetings with them. Now you got a whole new party and it's like you done already chose sides. The Republicans not gonna fuck with you when you was already you was advocating for the Democrats.
That ain't true, bro. So how did they get bills passed? Because one side don't just push bills,
No,
bro.
I said fucking with you. Like they not gonna fuck with you. Hey, come on down here. Let's take a photo op. Nigga, you was just with the ops. You was with the other niggas trying to get them elected. And then when I got elected, now you gonna jump ship and come over here like, Republicans, especially with this Trump shit, nigga, they hold
No,
grudges and nigga, they
bro.
stick to their side.
Ain't that how politics supposed to be though?
No, because every
No,
bill that gets pushed is somebody, like every bill that gets pushed is somebody in the background that pushed it, not the person that you see on TV. Some other group, some other pack got together and said, hey, me and V get together and say, hey, this we want to push. We're going to take this to Reggie the politician. We're going to say, hey, we want you to push this. Reggie didn't start it. We had the idea. We engulfed it. We are his backers. We're the ones that pushed that shit. We wrote the shit. We pushed it out. And the members of that people pushed that out. So, like, if it was something real, you would have had some substance behind that. And it ain't got to be just for your party. Because what party is the Asians part of? They get shit done in the Republican Party.
we
They
talking
get
about two
shit done
different
in the
things.
Democratic. No, I'm not. Because you're saying that
That's
you can only
different.
get done in a party. No, that's
That's
not.
not what I
If you
said.
have a, bro, you're saying you chose a side, so you can't get nothing done from the other side. That's literally what you
That's
said.
not what I said. I said, you know
Okay,
how
go
it
ahead,
is
bro.
with them when you fuck with a side. I'm not talking about when they already in. I'm talking about you advocating for re-election and different shit like that. If you chose a side, if you basically say I'm a Democrat, you're not gonna go over there with Trump and be all buddy. But now, if you talking about people that's already in the Senate, already in the House of, the Congress, already in position of political power, that's something different. They have to deal with those people. I'm talking about celebrity standing next to somebody, and in the celebrity world as a political person, it kind of means something. You know what I mean? It's like we fucking with them. Kanye fucking with the Republicans. He got on this MAGA hat. You know what I mean? But it's gonna look crazy if you was just advocating to get Kamala elected and then Trump get elected, and now you all on Trump nuts like, hey, photo ops with Trump, taking pictures with Trump and shit. You was just bashing this dude trying to get her elected. And the reason why I'm saying that I think it was genuine because it seemed like she was actually trying to learn. She wasn't out there just spewing shit or just picking us on. Like from the way she was talking, it was like she was trying to learn. She was trying to get an understanding. And of how the system works, and she was like she had concerns that she was trying to talk to them about, but like I said, she would go on Instagram live and have these conversations like with fans and regular people and stuff and be like, you know what I'm saying, like, and I'm not well
Nah,
versed in it
bro.
because I don't remember all of it, you feel me, I just remember
Damn,
seeing different things like that.
Yeah, yeah. No,
damn.
that's cap, bro. Because the problem is that when your boy when your boy from California had the platinum plan for black folks, Ice Cube, they jumped all over that nigga because he picked the side that people don't want to fuck with. Like the
No.
idea that people, yeah, they
Oh,
did. They
no,
jumped
I'm sorry,
all
go
over
ahead, my
Ice
bad,
Cube.
my bad.
Yeah, they jumped all over Ice Cube. They jumped over anybody who went to the other side. Like politics done getting to the point where we think we can only get shit done on one side. That's crazy. So we supposed to sit down for 4 years and not get shit done because the other side won? That's fucking crazy. We still got to live in this motherfucker. What we gonna do for 4 years if we can't have nobody have no outreach? Angela Stanton, the one that's sitting up under Trump with the pardons and all that. Like we got people that's inside of there. You might not agree with their policies all the way, and it's black Republicans that don't agree all the way with all the Democratic shit. You need people on both. You need an ally on both ends to get shit done. Because if that's the case, you're gonna have to sit out 4 fucking years and hope that you get your candidate in, and hope that that candidate push your agenda. That's not the way to be looking at shit. And them
Let me
people that
say,
we saying that's out there capping, I'll just say that they didn't do it after the money dried up. After the money dried up, those same people that they had all this shit to say, they said nothing.
and let me say to X, you got to jump in. I'm only being here for like 15 more minutes.
All
Panda, if
right,
you want to jump on, you better jump on before we get off. Go ahead, go
hey,
ahead.
real quick, man. I just want to say it's all about a money grab on all they accords, because if your job is really to make sure that a child is safe, you don't say just because the mama got it in his arms, getting ready to walk in front of a car, that you don't step in. Like, it don't matter if the Republicans in charge or the Democrats. Man, what's right for the people should be right for the people. And it don't matter if you a black Democrat or a black Republican. If you still black, your answer should always rely on what's best for black people. I don't give a fuck about no size, because the size is for the country. The country is for us. If it wasn't for the country, who would we be saying we is besides black? So picking a side should come much later, especially for a black person. You know what I'm saying?
You shouldn't pick a side. You
I
should
agree
pick
with that.
whoever advocates for what you want, brother.
Right.
Whichever side is advocating for what you want, And whatever, because you're never gonna get everything you want. The things that you want, that you think these are the things that I can't deal without. I need these things. Whoever offering that, that's where the fuck you need to go to. It don't need to be you just got this fucking blind loyalty to one side. And unfortunately, we got a blind loyalty to Democrats. And people just don't want to believe. They don't want to believe that it's another alternative at all. They just rather sit at home and believe that it's not any other choice besides that, which is crazy because we ain't really got shit for them people. They ain't doing shit for us. They ignore us. They only use us when they want to run something out. They want to wrap us around some other shit and tie us into civil rights when it got to do with somebody else. And they only use us as a vessel to get shit passed, while we as the vessel ain't getting shit passed for ourselves. They passed the fucking Asian hate bill during Black History Month. Like that don't get no more crazier than that.
Quick as fuck, they got that hate bill. When they got one Asian crime happened, they said, "Oh hell no, fuck
It's
this." They
fucked up,
wrote a
Pip.
law, nigga.
It's real fucked up.
I'm in North Carolina, right? So everybody probably heard about the black dude who stabbed the Ukrainian woman on the subway thing, right?
Yeah, no blood either. It's
That was
crazy.
horrible, my nigga. That was horrible. Nobody should get stabbed. Not a Chinese person, not a midget, not a homosexual. Nobody should just get stabbed because they was on their way home and didn't get to make it there because somebody decided to stab them. But man, they try to turn that shit into a racial thing to the point where now that they got ICE out here, man, y'all should see how folks is getting treated. And then it's not even just the treatment. I'm talking about cities and towns around Charlotte. You just go in the store and you see it in the atmosphere. You feel it in the atmosphere. Certain people just got this my moment. I'm gonna run out there on the stage, and I don't care if I get body slammed by a security guard. I don't care if I break my neck. I'm gonna run out there butt naked on the Super Bowl. It don't matter if it's 13 degrees and I ain't even got an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, these people are in the Walmarts and the grocery stores, man, they got this, let me get my moment. Say something so I can go all the way.
Which people talking about? Which people you talking about, brother? You talking about the ICE agents or you talking about people in general? We talking about
the ICE agents, a lot of the MAGA folks, because they upset that they vote was supposed to be against people and now it's turning against them. So they upset twice. They're not getting the discrimination and things that they really, really, really wanted. And it's affecting them. So they super mad, but they still willing to take. But if you go give me this motherfucking racial war, I'll take it. And that's how they kind of still walking around. That's why they still pushing these envelopes with this deport these folks.
But I know a lot of black people but I know a lot of black people that voted for Trump. So that's just a narrative, brother. I know a lot of black people that voted for Trump and they cool with it. They cool with it.
That's the crazy part. The project
is a delusional nigga. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, but if they got what they wanted, like okay, so you're gonna say it's delusional because it's not things that you wanted to vote for.
I'm sorry you voted for Trump, but I'm talking about the
Yeah, but I'm saying but he's saying like MAGA people voted. What I'm telling you is there's people that voted for Trump for a certain list of things, and they feel like they're getting those things. They're not MAGA people.
They're crying like a motherfucker.
Nah. You watch the CNN. You don't even talk to nobody but CNN, bro. I'm telling you that there's black people. Yeah. You talk to CNN, bro. We hear you crying about Trump all the time, bro.
I talk to more white folks than you in the South.
Look, why is it only white people that voted for Trump, bro? Like, that's the other thing. You're also delusional. You think it's only white people voted for Trump, bro. No, that's not how the shit goes.
You always defend them and don't know white motherfuckers.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you out of the vote.
That voted for the weird motherfucker.
Okay, and what you was gonna get out of Kamala? What you was gonna get? Let's say Kamala wins. What do you get?
But she ain't the fucking president. We got
no. We only had two choices, Reg. We only got two, bro.
I don't know what I would have got.
You can't just make this magic candidate out the air because you don't like Trump. You only had two.
Trump is president.
Pittsburgh, let me ask you a question. So I understand you picking or choosing, or anybody who picks and chooses between the two, and then they use the lesser of two evils. And this is my thought process and my theory. Not just because it's a factual thing. So the Democrats open the doors that shouldn't be open in the eyes of God. Like they want us to do abortions. They want homosexuality. Like, so Democrats want a bunch of evil things that you can choose or not. The Republicans say that they want all these things in God, but they use it to mask and hide a lot of the hatred that they have. Now, I'm not saying that all of MAGA. By no means, when I say those people, I'm not speaking about everyone. I'm just saying the mass, the majority, the Ronald McDonald to the establishments. I ain't talking about Taco Bell. Racism is a major portion in the MAGA movement. Discrimination is a major portion of the MAGA movement. There's nothing that a black man could vote for where racism or discrimination is even an option, because that automatically counts you out.
Watch Pittsburgh T
Okay,
gonna defend
so
that shit. Watch he defend
no. So hold up. You said racism and discrimination. Okay, cool. So
watch
I would
Pittsburgh
think,
T defend Mega Trump. Watch this shit.
no. See, Reggie don't even want to hear because all he used to is somebody just echoing that nonsense. I would think like dissolving black babies. I would think that's a mass assault on black people. That's what I would think. I would think the promotion of Skittle guzzlers. That's an assault on a nuclear core in black families. I would think like there's a bunch of shit that this new Democratic Party was pushing that destroys.
Always right, Reggie.
That destroys. No, because like the problem is, and then we gonna talk about racism. I ain't seen no black agenda. I haven't seen no black agenda, even with the black president in the last 15 to 20 years. And every time we get up here and we do this thing, we say, no, they can't do that. But then when it comes to Trump, they say, oh man, he loved white people. He got a MAGA shit. So what the fuck is the point of being loyal to a party that ignores you? And then when you go the other way, they want to ridicule you and act like they doing something. They're doing not a fucking thing. If anything, they're doing everything to destroy your family. They want to get a woman. They want to destroy your babies. They don't want to promote masculinity at all. And any man, they call you toxic and all this stupid shit. Like, so what's the promotion of even a nuclear family?
What do you do for a living,
Pittsburgh T defending this?
You sound muffled, brother. I can't hear you. I mean, you don't sound with your. I was hearing you before. You sound real muffled.
Hey, what do you do for a living, brother?
There you go. I can hear you now. I drive trucks.
He worships
trucks.
He worships Trump and Mega.
Can I ask you a question, Pittsburgh T?
Go ahead, bro.
Is truck driving a black job or not?
No, it's not a black job.
Okay, so you should have a black job, my brother. What's a black job in the eyes of MAGA?
Brother, a job that I hold is a black job. I hold a job as a black job.
Correct. But the president said that he wants you to have a black job. Do you know what his idea of a black job is?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this. This is where you and Reggie and y'all fall out with it. Y'all act like, listen. No, hold on. I'm gonna answer.
5 more minutes.
Oh, 5 more minutes. Well, I'm just gonna say that like.
Well, can I come in real quick then?
Yeah, Trump ain't my leader. Trump ain't my leader no more than the Democrats is your leader, where every beck and word that he says, he just promote everything that person did. I looked at the core values of what these two people have, and I didn't agree with all those things I listed. And people can get in their emotions and act like men got to be okay with abortion, which we don't. We don't have to be okay with Skittle guzzlers. We don't. We don't have to be okay with men not being promoted and being demasculated and pushed down. That's not some things that men have huge problems with.
Hey, I think how we could really
without saying Pittsburgh T. God.
I think how we can sum this up, man, is that us as black folks, we got to start voting on the principles that we have. Now, I voted for Trump, and the things that I voted for was immigration, the wars, and the agenda, that trans agenda. He took care of all them things except for the wars. Now, there's certain things that he did that I'm totally against, but there's certain things that the Democrats do that I'm totally against. What it all comes down to, man, when you guys go in that ballot box, you look at what principles and what morals affect you and your family, what you rolling with, and that's what you vote. We can't keep going with one party. We all can't keep rolling with the Democrats. You don't need to all roll with conservatives. We need to go as independent and make them all fight for our vote, man. That's all I'm saying.
You sound dumb as fuck talking about the morals he brought. He ain't changing morality of nothing in this fucking country.
Well, actually, hold on. Immigration affected us. Honestly, bro. Immigration affected black folks, bro. Heavy.
He has furthered the depths of degenerate shit within the American society. He ain't done
But
nothing.
so did so did Biden, so
Hey,
did
what
Bush Jr., so did Obama. What I'm
but
saying is, when we look at the policies, man, I looked at immigration. Immigration, they were bringing all these immigrants over here that were affecting the jobs for blacks.
And
That's what
Trump
I
still
looked at.
bringing
That
immigrants
I
in,
looked
but
at. Hold on.
fucking
You know what? No, I will say that he's done a lot as far as removing. But am I happy with him and the presidency right now? I'm not getting everything I voted for. This whole Venezuela thing look like he wants to go to war. But that was who I voted for, and I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh man, I regret. No, I voted for him. It came between him and Kamala, and I chose to roll with Trump.
Yeah,
With
you
going off of
voted
the
for him
principles.
to pimp your silly ass. And the thing with
Well,
immigration,
Kamala didn't give you anything, Reg. We've had the same conversation
you
with you
talking about
forever.
Kamala didn't give you anything.
Kamala didn't give, but that's who
Look,
you
this
had
how
to vote
foolish
for,
you
Reg.
are. This how
You
foolish you
only
are,
had
and
two people. Who was the
much
third
on
person,
your
Reg?
knees. This is how much you on
Who
your
was the
knees for,
third
this
person,
retarded
Reg? You only
motherfucker.
had two people to
Let me
vote
say
for.
this,
You
bro.
was
You
going
on
for
your knees
him
for
or Kamala.
Trump ain't the motherfucking. I mean, Kamala ain't the fucking president. That weird motherfucker y'all in love with is.
But
And that
Kamala was who he
immigration,
was going up against.
that
And
immigration
Kamala didn't give
shit,
us any of her
and that
principles,
immigration
any of
shit
her
ain't nothing
policies
but
that we could roll
look,
with.
we can't talk at the same time. That immigration shit ain't nothing but this little degenerate motherfucker being selective on who he wants and who he don't. Immigrants don't just come from out of Mexico or anywhere Trump don't love them. He got an immigrant sitting in the fucking White House. He's a child of
That's
immigrants.
not an illegal immigrant, bro. You mixing
Man,
up two
that
different
motherfucker,
things.
I don't give a fuck if
Illegal
he's
immigrants
born
ain't the
here.
same as immigrants that's
Illegal.
able in this
His
country,
mother
bro. Illegal
came over
immigrants are
here
not the
illegal.
same thing, bro.
His mother
So
came over
what?
here illegal. His wife came over here illegal.
I
Everybody
would
that
agree
works at his
with
An
fucking
illegal
everybody that works
immigrant.
at
Hey, Reg,
everybody
He's
look, because I know you niggas gonna defend him. Let me get my point out. This how Negroes who walk on their knees respond with Trump shit. This nigga
Reg, I
ain't
ain't
done
gonna throw no insults at
shit.
you, bro.
Man, y'all can throw insults all you want, man. Ain't no insult to me. This trying to be disrespectful. I don't fuck with Trump, and you niggas sound retarded walking on your knees for the nigga. This nigga's a
man,
bitch.
he fucked this economy
This nigga
up.
degenerate motherfucker. He ain't fixed a goddamn thing. He got companies coming after the sue his stupid ass. He's degenerate as fuck. He ain't got an ideal on immigration. Immigration ain't working. He got mega people who own farms telling him about how he's fucking their line of business up, but he's selecting immigrants. He bringing white folks who look like him, thinking that's what America is. He pushing this whole Christian ass
When
ideals, which is dog whistling for fucking white agendas on shit. America's a nation that is free of
did that
fucking
just start with
religion.
Trump? Hey, that
Yes,
always way it's been with immigration, bro. That ain't new. You act like this some new
man,
shit,
get the
bro.
fuck out
That's
of
the
here.
way
This
this
shit
country been.
dumb.
This
This shit
look in this
dumb
country
on
been
this.
like that forever,
hey,
bro.
Big
So
Bird,
we've been
everything
bringing
considered,
mass boatloads of
Big
Asians and
Bird,
Africans in this country, bro. We ain't never
Big
did
Bird,
that shit.
Big
Even
Bird.
the, even the
I
Cubans
ain't
that come
missing.
over here, they got white skin. The
Big Bird.
Venezuelans that come over here, they got white skin,
Nigga,
bro. You live in the
hold
land of
on,
delusion with this immigration
hold
shit,
on.
bro.
We got the
This is
first
the way this country
president.
been forever, bro.
Hold
This
on, we
country
got
been
the
like this
first.
forever with immigration, bro.
Hey,
See,
So
you
like
niggas
the
Big
is
Bird,
idea
too
that
listen,
it's
dumb.
just
listen.
white
You
people is
niggas,
crazy,
you
man.
niggas is too dumb to realize you was wrong on this fool and you're defending
Hold on,
stupidity.
hey,
So why you
hey,
ain't
Nobody,
have
Big
a
no,
Bird,
problem with
hold on, Reg.
Obama when he was on
Nobody's
both sides?
defending anything. I acknowledge that there's
Yeah, we
certain
just
things that he's doing that I'm against,
no, ain't
but
nothing
there's
wrong with
certain
that
things that,
immigration
but
policy,
hey,
there's
bro.
let me
certain,
finish
but
this
there's
quick.
certain things he's done that I voted for, and he's done it, and I'm
Can I
cool with
ask,
that. But there are certain
Why
things that
you
he's
niggas
done that
wasn't
I'm against.
why
hey,
y'all
bro,
wasn't
we got
flipping
the
out when
first.
Obama was
demonstration.
deporting people at a
Listen.
record number? Y'all didn't make a
We
fucking
got,
noise about that shit.
we got.
Not
Hold
nan
on.
noise.
I was still
Let me get
sleeping
this
during that
out.
time period. I didn't wake
Let me
up
get this
until
out. Let
after
me
President
respond.
said
Right.
that shit.
Well, we got the first fucking president ever that's motherfucking selling in the immigration. This motherfucker is like, if you got the money, you can fucking be a citizen of this country. When have we ever did some shit like that? Going straight to this nigga. Somebody you get a Trump gold card and you can stay in this country. That's some bullshit.
And you're
Then
right
Hey,
about that.
niggas is like, oh, Obama deported the most number of immigrants. Nigga, yes, illegal immigrants. Like, who cares about that? Like, that he deported
That's
the
what
most.
Trump's important.
This
That's
nigga,
what he doing, bro.
this
Them
nigga
niggas rounded
snatching
niggas
people
up
out
based
their
on how they
house,
look. You
Are they
grabbing
getting
degenerate.
niggas off their
deported?
Can I
jobs,
ask
still
a
going to
question?
Are they
niggas'
getting
job,
deported, bro?
No,
snatching
they
up
Are
just
they
Can
getting
I
shit.
ask a
rounded
deported?
niggas
question?
up. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Ultimately,
Them-
fellas, it came down to Trump and Kamala. Those were our two
Bro,
choices because we
You
wasn't going
made
to
the
go
wrong
with the
choice.
Hey,
independents or the great.
I don't know
Well,
about you.
you
I'm
could
not
say
gonna let
it,
you.
but
Hey, you
I
about
did
to
get
end the show.
certain
You
things
about to
I
end the
won out
show.
of it. I did
That's fine.
get
That's fine. Go
Kamala
nuts.
policies. She didn't get me into her
she ain't had no
policies, bro.
policy. She ain't had no
can
damn
I ask you a
policy.
She
question?
ain't
And
Can I ask
illegal
you a
you know
question?
immigrants
what?
always
What you
been
know about
deported,
her
bro.
policy? She
Hey,
ain't
can
bring
I
shit.
ask
Exactly.
you
So
a
why you
question?
bring that up? If illegal
What?
immigrants always been deported, then why bring it up that Obama deported the most? Like he was out there just snatching
Because
motherfuckers up
Trump
himself.
deported illegal immigrants too, bro. He's
Okay,
not
so
just
why
going and
so
knocking
why you
people
bring it
and
up?
sending. Bro, he's the
Because they
dude
got
brought
to
up
defend
ICE.
Trump.
I brought
They
it
got
up
to
because
defend
he brought
Trump.
no. I brought it up because the brother brought up ICE, and he talking
And
about
these
ICE.
niggas
What
don't
I'm
know.
saying is illegal immigrants have always been deported out of this fucking country. That's not a
And
Trump thing. That ain't a
it is
racist thing. That's
it is
been
a
going
Trump
on
thing.
Hey,
forever.
so
If
That's
listen,
why
Trump,
we
listen,
have
if
a
so
legal
listen.
him or
pathway
Trump
for
and them
people
are
to
going
do it,
about
bro.
it, it ain't never been
This
done.
point.
They
So
It's
what
never
about
kidnapping
this
been done.
point?
motherfuckers.
Hey,
This is
hey,
the
They
let's
point.
get some
snatching
last
people out of
words so I can get
cars.
off here. Let's get some last words. Final words.
Well, my
Hey,
last
look.
words is to you brothers, man. I want y'all to be peaceful, have a good time, and be safe out there, man. Regardless of who we voted for, we got to stick together, have some unity, and
And
whatever
I mean,
going in this country, homie, have some unity. Reg, I'm gonna respect your channel always, man. I enjoyed the show. You brothers be safe out there, man.
yes, sir. But get your disrespect up. We can get on disrespectful shit. It's all
Hey,
love.
I'm gonna go with my last one. Hey, I didn't even vote Democratic. I don't vote the lesser of any evil. If it's wrong, it's wrong. And I understand that the Republicans, they voted under the mask that they were providing some great service. Yeah, we're against this and we're against that and we're against this. The Democrats said that you can do it. They didn't say that you have to do anything. So if your household is weak, then of course you will think that the Democrats is the boogeyman, but the boogeyman is yourself. And then second, no policy is worth more than human life. Think about this. Donald Trump and them are blowing up boats, not because those boats are actually bringing in drugs, but he's blowing up boats because the people on there look like me or the people that they are supposedly deporting that are illegal. But we
It's
have
sad.
so many complications with that's horrible. And my process is not just that he's blowing up these boats and killing these people, he's murdering them, and they're doing it with a straight face and telling you that they're going to continue. Now, I'm not saying that your vote, you have to feel bad about it or guilty about it, but what policy did you vote for is worth blowing up and murdering drug dealers just because they are in the area? I guarantee you, every one of you have a drug dealer within a 5 mile area of your home. So if they just said the drug dealers look like me and start blowing people's houses up, then that policy, which isn't enforced and you didn't vote for it, but you knew that he was willing to do this because he said, if I went to Central Park and blew somebody's head off, they would let me go because, right? And you still say that it's about these policies when the person was dangerous. I don't care about the politics. Your little girl could go in the bathroom and some guy could be in there. Man, as a parent, if that's your biggest fear, don't take your kids to places where they have to go to the bathroom in public. Like, it's a lot of things that we could have done on our own end without a government. And now that we have a government who's murdering people, do you still fly your flag and hold your head high for right and wrong? Or are you still standing behind a vote, a party, and a misjudged action and voting for the wrong person? Which one is it? Or do you agree with blowing up those boats? Because it's a boat in your neighborhood too.
Absolutely. These niggas just love Trump. Go ahead. Who next?
Yeah,
Ain't none of that got nothing to do. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
yeah, man. Salute to everybody, man. Y'all be well tomorrow, and we'll get back at it.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Who we got?
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Chief.
that all right, bro. Like quickly, all that stuff that brother was talking about, that boat, those boats are in international water. And Obama dropped the most fucking drones in
Oh
the African
fuck
country
yeah,
that
he
we
got
ever.
My
me.
Yeah,
God.
that's
Yeah.
number one. Obama
Oh,
dropped the most unauthorized
Why
drones
are
in an
we talking
African
about
country and
Obama?
killed the most brown people and that we've ever seen. Didn't go to
Behind
Congress.
Pittsburgh
Didn't get
too.
shit.
Come on,
Killing
man.
the shit out of.
God
I'll let
damn.
y'all say all y'all bullshit. Y'all hit dogs holler, boy. Y'all sure be holler. Y'all I ain't say shit when you sit up there saying all that bullshit. So
I
like
said I was
we
gonna
can't sit
vote
here
for
and act like we want to sit
Democrats.
on the high moral ground now
I'm not
that
a
is some
Democrat
immigrants
either.
over here. Well,
So
we ain't
you
give a
know
fuck
I'm
about
in
the
the
people in
past.
the African nation. We didn't give a shit about the people in the African nation when all them fucking drones was being dropped. When we went and got Saddam Hussein under this guy, like we don't give a shit until we don't give a
what?
shit until the media tell y'all to give a shit. I ain't hear nobody complain about Muammar Gaddafi and them dudes when they went and killed them dudes up. I ain't hear nobody saying shit. They
Oh
went
my
with
god,
the
this
party line
nigga
Bush,
nonsense. That's what
Bush,
they go with.
Bush
And then
took out
I'll
Bush.
finally
Hey,
say, and Muammar Gaddafi, and I'll
What?
finally say this. I'll say this part of it, and this is the problem with it. We can't rewrite history. That lady lost that race at an epic battle. She lost so bad they had to go back and see when the last time somebody lost that bad. It can't be that everybody that people who voted Democrats are geniuses and the rest of America is bad. It could be the lady just didn't have no fucking policies that people identify with, and she didn't fucking communicate. Could be that she's just a bad fucking candidate. And the way they did that shit was all kind of fucked up. Y'all be trying to rewrite history. You can't rewrite what actually happened. People can actually see the record, and that's what we got. I'll just say, everybody have a great morning. Appreciate the show, Reg. Y'all be up.
Man, you
hey,
sound like
thank
a
you, Rich.
goddamn
Hey,
coon,
let me say
nigga.
this before I go, man. I know I'm supposed to have my closing remarks and stuff, but I wanted to say, hey, thank you for the platform, Reggie. And I know that everything that Pittsburgh T was saying is correct. You know, where was everybody when this happened and when that happened? But unfortunately, I was asleep until Donald Trump's first term. Like maybe 2 weeks before he got into the presidency his first term. And ever since then, I've been out of politics, brother. Just because we were stupid yesterday don't mean that tomorrow is a day promised for a fool. Wake up. We got to change our minds. We got to stop sticking to what we stuck to yesterday. Used to be Northside Piru. Today, I'm a father of two and I'm a husband. I ain't got none of that shit in my life, man. Just because you was don't mean that you shall stay. Man, wake up, change, hey, grow. And then you'll know. I ain't a Democrat or a Republican. I didn't vote for no crown or
You want the route?
no
Oh, my
comeback.
bad.
I stick to the truth. Us folks, we got to do a little bit better. And Angela Davis was a beautiful woman, man. Shout out to her. I met her back in the day. They had an idea for a different political party for people who should have stuck together instead of being divided in the house that was already divided. Hey, hallelujah. Reggie, shout out to the show, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Go, young DJ.
Hey, first, you know what I'm saying? I just want to say, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. Uh, second, I wanted to say, the only reason Kamala lost is because she a woman. Trump can only beat women in presidential races. He Hillary and he beat Kamala. When he go up against a man, he gonna lose every time. He not good for this country. He not good for the optics. That's not who you want running your country. That's not who you want as the representation of your country. He a tyrant, a dictator. Uh, he got 34 felonies, was it? You know what I'm saying? He got all these allegations. We done heard this man say sideways stuff out his mouth. You know what I'm saying? We see the destruction that he causes. And if that's who you voted for, then you a little bit skewed. You know what I'm saying? And it's better people out there. It should have been a better Republican candidate. We got rid of this dude before. It's never reason he should have been in there again. Under his presidency, the economy has tanked. I mean, I've seen multiple trucking companies close, multiple businesses close. It this has been a terrible time for us as a country. I also want to say that a woman gonna need a man, and a man gonna need a woman all day, every day, no matter what lifestyle or walk of life that you in. And You know what I'm saying? Just don't forget that. Let's use each other for what we good for, and let's not misuse each other. You know what I'm saying? And as black people, brown people, whoever, let's get our money together. These motherfuckers can be bought. One thing Trump is good for is being bought. If you need to get out of jail, that's who you want to be president, because he can be bought up out of there. All these politicians could be bought. Get our money together, pull it together, create some type of organization to where we buy who we want in there for us, and we get some shit done. And other than that, man, just stand on business, man, and take care of you and yours, man. Blessings and peace.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And may Charlie Kirk rest in the devil's flames, and may Donald Trump accompany him very soon. But that's all I got. Fuck Trump. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Fuck that hot poo ass motherfucker Cash Patel. The little grease ball head motherfucker Hegseg. The little dingy dirtbag dusty raggedy looking broads. Gnome, whatever the bitch name. She turned 94 today. And little flat titty buck mouth ass broad Bondi. But may all y'all motherfuckers rest in shit. I'll catch y'all on the next one. In Pittsburgh T, man, the cooning gotta stop someday. Trump is not your God. But I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace, peace. We out.